Up to $10,000 off on select GMC Sierras at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The GMC Sierra will conquer the road with confidence. Up to $10,000 off. Or lease the all-new 2025 GMC Hummer EV. With hands-free driving assistance, go 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds for as low as $800 a month. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Got a pest? Call West. If you have pest or termite problems in your home, call West today and learn how their 50 years combined experience can help solve your problems with competitive pricing and quality services, all designed with your pets and children in mind. Call today and schedule your free estimate. They even offer Saturday services and long life attic pest control. Call 782-7291. West Termite and Pest Control, protecting your home health and peace of mind.
Equipment down? Got a leak? Lost pressure? Don't let hydraulic problems slow you down. At Central Hydraulics in Fort Smith, we've got the power to keep you moving. From hoses and fittings to full system repairs, our expert team delivers top quality service fast. Central Hydraulics specializes in hydraulic pumps, cylinders, and custom-built solutions, so you can get back to work. Heavy machinery, farming equipment, construction rigs, if it runs on hydraulics, we've got you covered. Visit Central Hydraulics today or call 479-646-0471 for fast, reliable service. Spring has arrived, bringing warmer days, road trips, and unpredictable spring showers. That's why it's the perfect time to visit Southern Tire Mart. From top quality tires to expert service at competitive prices, we'll make sure your vehicle is ready for all your spring adventures. Visit our Fort Smith location at 9700 Highway 271 and let us prepare your ride for whatever the season brings. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Hey, let me tell you something. Years ago, I backed into a neighbor's truck. The truck was like about 25 years old, and there was minimal damage. And he was like 80. And I thought I was going to have to fight him out there in the street. He was so mad at me for backing. I'm like, dude, it's an accident. I'm still a little bitter about that.
Well, I mean, as you should be.
Yeah.
You know, no good deed goes unpunished.
20 years, I'm still mad.
Like, 20 years?
Yeah.
Is he still with us?
I doubt it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night, love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still happy to see you.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
You guys are going to have to catch me up, because when I left town on Tuesday, it was like 30 degrees warmer in Fayetteville than it is where I am now in Providence, Rhode Island. And I look at the temperatures this morning, it's warmer here than it is there, and it's snowing. What's going on?
It's that weird time of year. It's, 70 a couple of days, 80 a couple of days ago. And yesterday, it's sort of like that sleety snow, and the wind's blowing a million miles an hour.
Nasty.
Like, if you wanted to fly a kite, you would think this is exciting, and you would never see your kite again. Like, it would immediately, and that would be the end of everything. Like, it'd just be gone. I mean, there's stuff blowing all over town. I saw, just as a little anecdote, I saw someone's recycling bin that I'm sure they've lost. Because, it progresses throughout the day. I didn't know where it came from, but I know it wasn't in front of anybody's house. And the next thing I know, it's 2 blocks away, like later in the day. Like, people are waking up. They have no idea where things. If you had one of those little Fiats, you might not know where your vehicle is this morning. I mean, the wind has been blowing so hard for like a day and a half. Like, you literally, it made me think of the story in the Bible about your house being built on the rock or the sand, because I thought at points yesterday my house was going to blow over. I mean, it's absurdly windy, or has been here.
The roofs were creaking.
Like, and you know how it makes that noise. Like where it's just a noise unlike any other, where the wind's blowing so hard, you just hear that outside. You're like, what is that? Because you don't hear it very often.
Find out how well your home is built.
Yeah.
On a really windy day. I mean, you really do.
There's probably Amazon packages scattered all over, Arkansas.
Trash.
People are opening gifts they didn't know they got. Not addressed to them.
Surprise.
Not addressed to them.
Hey, I got another question. I go to bed last night. Texas is comfortably in front. I wake up this morning. They've lost. Rodney Terry's going to get fired. They're actually going to hire the guy that beat them last night to be their new head coach. A lot has happened since I went to bed. I'm just going to tell you.
Well, and Will Wade's about to coach his team with another job.
Yeah.
In the NCAA tournament.
Hey, how about that guy that is leaving West Virginia? He goes from Drake to West Virginia to Indiana in less than a year. And we're griping about players. I mean, really. We get upset when players move around a lot. We're like, what's going on in the world? Coaches do it all the time. This guy literally, Drake, West Virginia, Indiana in less than a calendar year.
That's what started this whole thing, Chuck, as you know. I mean, coaches being able to do whatever they want, leave whenever they want, and they have buyouts often, and they have to pay a penalty or whatever, but they're also getting paid well enough to be able to handle that. So it's really not
paying the buyout.
It's not really a problem for them. But, I mean, contracts are built that way, whether or not with players. But that's how we got to this transient nature of college basketball or college football in general. And this is not how we're going to start March Madness today. We won't go too deep on this. But it all started because we started overpaying coaches. We were paying coaches ridiculous amounts of money. Then we started paying athletic directors ridiculous amounts of money compared to what had been paid in that slot before and what people got into the business for. And it became a wealthy job. When Frank Broyles became the Arkansas coach and athletic director, it wasn't a wealthy job. I mean, this is a job of generational wealth now. And when that started happening, it was just a matter of time until, it's all being built on the backs of the players, and so they're going to get paid too. And so, yeah, you're right. You're seeing that in real time, and that's been going on for a while. Now we're seeing it with players, and it's created just like a zoo of roster management. And for fans, who am I rooting for next year?
Salaries for coaches and athletic administrators, without them realizing it, is their number one stumbling block in raising money from the public. That's never brought up except by the public. And you're right, it's generational wealth. And I don't want to go down this road either because we had a great ball game going on tonight, and I shouldn't have brought it up. But I just thought it was interesting that coach has been somewhere 3 times in a year. And, good for him, but
well, those storylines are going to play out as part of this.
There are.
But last night, the first storyline is already Texas has misrepresented the SEC, and they're out and they stink.
They've already dropped
what
the
an
ball.
Embarrassment for the league. Here we go.
Lost his game.
Drop the ball.
He's going to lose his job.
The breaking news, Chuck, in terms of the show today, we got to look, not the Razorbacks or anything else. We look inward first and give you our breaking news, is that I don't have my bracket filled out yet. And I can't tell you I'm shocked. I mean, just like that really stuns me. But I think I'm going to do it here on the air. And if you want, we could make my bracket our bracket, and we could just have one.
Along?
Yeah. But I thought, random segments throughout the show, I'll just fill out a region real quick, and we'll just see how we do. But it's so easy to fill out your bracket. I don't know why I haven't done it yet. I mean, it's click on a link, and there are buttons to pick games. Boom, 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 done. And I haven't done
it. I like a paper bracket. I like it out in front of me. I like to write it down.
Good mercy.
And carry it with me all week long. Well, really 2 or 3 weeks.
Louise.
I know. But long story short, you've not filled your bracket out either. So don't,
see it now.
Let's not get carried away.
I can see it now. I see you run into Brian Haney before the game. You guys are discussing how the tournament's gone so far. He's the play-by-play guy for Kansas, was on the show yesterday. And he says to Chuck, did you have that XYZ upset? And Chuck says, hang on a second. And he reaches into his front pocket, and he pulls out a folded up piece of paper, unfolds the squares, which is his bracket, opens it completely up, and goes, I did have that one.
Yeah. That's how it does. I mean, it's very similar to that. You're right.
That's great. It's the first day of spring today, by the way.
Is it really?
Yeah, March Madness marks the first day of spring. It's our happy time.
Spring is sprung.
It's time to be. I mean, you know, like hopefully you're content and your life's. You know, you realize that's what life's about. However good or bad it's going, anyhow. But this is our happy time. It's a time to get happy. Yeah, so the weather's about to get warmer. We got a lot of good things happening. We got March Madness for the next few weeks. We've got Augusta on the heels of that. Summer's coming.
I'm already ready for summer. I'm ready for summer.
It's great. So we're about to get Chuck off the road.
Chuck's looking forward to that. Or so I've heard.
All right, Chuck. So the real story here, Chuck, after Texas lost last night, American lost too, right? So Mount St. Mary's won.
The Mount.
Hey, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought last night that Texas was the easiest bet in all of college athletics this year. And I don't bet a lot, but I thought Texas was just the easy. I'm like, because here's what a good bet to me is. You know a team's going to win, and they're the underdog, so you're going to get slightly better odds. Like they were plus 125 to win the game. And it's been so long since I've tried to place a bet, I couldn't even get it in. And I was a little frustrated because I knew Texas was going to win the game. And I didn't get it in, and Texas lost. And that reminded me of why I haven't done this in a while. Because if I think it's like it's the surest bet in sports, like it's not going to hit. And so I should have known immediately to just go the other way. But I thought Texas was going to do what probably you thought, which is show what they've been doing and been up against in the SEC this year and how they had finished the season pretty well. And we don't need to get into this now because I want to get into the game some. Like, we'll take a break in a second and just kind of get into the game and all that. But Bart had in the notes today, Chuck, like why is Kansas getting all this respect and Arkansas is not, and does it even matter? But then that got me to thinking about the SEC, and I feel like another thing I saw was Duke is the favorite to win it all, and I thought, why is Duke the favorite to win it all when you got all these SEC teams that are so battle-tested, but analytics like Duke? And then I'm thinking, why do analytics like some of these teams? Is it possible that playing in the SEC can fool you from an analytical standpoint? Does that make sense? Like you're playing.
Does.
Okay, is that possible? Or are analytics like just bulletproof?
Well, analytics are not bulletproof. I mean, there's a role for analytics.
Well, yeah, but Bart, you just said they're stats. Off mic, you said
they're stats.
Right.
You know, but that
doesn't make them bulletproof because stats lie to you all the time. If you bring,
I see what you're saying.
If you bring in a team that's hitting 500 as a team and they play in the WAC and they go play in the SEC and face that pitching, those stats are lying to you. That team doesn't hit that well.
Right, but I think that's when you have to rely on like just your eyes and common sense and watching the game and be like, hey, this is a really good basketball league. No, but what I'm saying is that's how you like back up. Like what to your point, like the SEC is not the WAC. The SEC is not the Sun Belt or anything. The SEC is the best conference in college basketball.
If Duke's the favorite, are they really do they look like the best team? Like, is it because of analytics? And is some team out of the SEC not
the reason
that?
Duke's analytics
Because of the competition.
The reason like their efficiency ratings look so good. Is because they are just killing everybody in the ACC because of the quality of opponent. On the flip side of that, let me just real quick, the efficiency rankings are adjusted for opponent, so that's why like Dukes are so good because they're just beating the brakes off of teams that aren't very good. While the SECs are also good because they are winning games and playing well in a league against really good teams.
Yeah.
Everything's adjusted. Hey. The opponent is taken into consideration in the analytics is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't know how you guys feel about it, but to me, analytics are how you determine who's going to get into the NCAA tournament. If you are going to use analytics to try to determine who's going to win in the NCAA tournament, I'm not sure you're going to break even. To me, it's a tool that determines who goes. But once you get there, it's a one-game season, and you can throw all this stuff out the window. There are going to be teams that are analytically superior to their opponents that lose repeatedly during this tournament. It happens every year. So very important in terms of who goes where and who's seated where and who gets in and who doesn't. But correct me if I'm wrong, but analytically, Texas should have won last night. And analytically, they got outscored by about 17, 16 points in the second half. Or in reality, they got outscored by 16, 17 points in the second half.
I'm not going to lie. It's the second time I've said that.
Who was favored analytically last night,
in
Bart?
the first
Xavier was.
Xavier was.
Xavier was favored.
And I thought
Texas.
I thought Texas was. That's why I wanted to bet the game. And then I turned on the TV, and I'd totally forgotten that Sean Miller was the head coach at Xavier. Yeah. And I said, "Oh, that would have been a terrible mistake." Sean Miller can really coach.
Can really sweat through his shirt.
How many of those games are you going to pick in the bracket where you turn on the TV and you're like, "Oh, I forgot that guy." Or in Bart's case, there's Doug Schals. What's going to happen here?
A lot of whistles.
All right, Chuck, let's get to the important stuff. Did you go out last night?
No, I did the daytime thing yesterday. I don't know why you guys are fixated on this nighttime deal when we got a 6 a.m. show. I'm a daytime guy. I am. If it doesn't happen in the day,
that's a drop.
Well, let me be real clear. Like, when I say last night, I meant like dinner. I didn't mean like, did you go out and swing from chandeliers of local pubs, stand on bars and dance like till 1 a.m.?
No, we had dinner here at the hotel last night. It was good. I had the day.
I'll tell you.
Spent the day over at the arena.
Hey, kids, does Uncle Chuck make you want to go on a road trip or what? I just had this vision of you going to these great Italian restaurants all over Rhode Island. You're there for business. You're standing on business this week.
This is not vacation. I mean, this is not a vacation. I got stuff to do during the day. This is not a vacation trip. It's a nice area, but it's not. It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I feel that. Bill Self, by the way, speaking of socializing.
In my time, and in Cal's time, and in Rick's time, there's been numerous instances where the spotlight can be on one or two of us. I'm happy with being the odd man out. I'm happy with being the third wheel right now because I think it's good for my team.
Bill Self, third wheel in Kansas or in Providence, Rhode Island, is not necessarily what I had envisioned for this trip.
It's kind of true.
Patino and Cal are bigger stars.
Well, you touched on something there about, you were joking about the Italian restaurants. There is a huge Italian community here. I mean, this is a city, and I've done a little research. This is a Rick Pitino, John Calipari kind of place. And they're the stars right now. They're the ones that have, when you turn on the television and watch the local coverage of this tournament, they're the ones everybody are talking about. Pitino especially.
Hey, don't forget to get your taxes done. If you haven't done them yet, now's the time to get it done. I know you're going to forget about it watching games all day, so make yourself a note to go to an H&R Block or call and make an appointment so you can get it on the schedule. And you can get your taxes filed this year with 100% accuracy and your max refund guaranteed. All right, Chuck spent time around the team all day yesterday, practices and whatnot. We're going to set things up for you when we come back at 6:19.
Italian City.
Game day from the Italian City on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
Bo, you said something interesting. I don't think you meant to, but when you talked about Bill.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
If you suffer from sleep apnea, but you can't stand wearing your CPAP machine, I've got good news. And you need it because not wearing your CPAP can lead to severe health problems.
Sleep is probably God's gift of medicine that we really don't utilize enough. If you don't have good sleep, you're not only affecting your body, it can affect your heart, it can affect your lungs, it can increase weight gain. If you don't get good sleep, you also are not filtering your brain well. So sleep's very, very important.
Dr. Scotty Boulding, who's an Arkansas native and world-renowned surgeon, has proven proven surgical alternatives that can improve your airway and help you breathe better.
If you have obstructive sleep apnea, it needs to be treated. So you need to be wearing your CPAP. So if you're not wearing your CPAP, there are some potential surgical solutions that can help you that actually work today. By correcting the jaw deformities that may be causing this obstructive sleep apnea is where we focus.
Call Dr. Bolding's office today at 479-755-3000 for a consultation and tell them you heard it on the Chuck and Bo Show.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
So I spent yesterday, you mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it. The Chuck and Bo Show.
Before you buy that next car or truck, stop by Broadway Motors in Van Buren. The best of the best for 2 straight years. Michael and his team offer the best prices on the best quality pre-owned vehicles in the River Valley. They invite you to stop by and check it out for yourself. Or if you prefer to check out their inventory online or even do your financing online. Michael has built his reputation as a husband, father, and owner-operator since 2006. Broadway Motors, 806 Broadway in Van Buren, or online at BroadwayMotorsAR.com.
Hey, it's Matt Jones. Join me, Phil, and Dr. Charles Liggett every Monday at 12:15 for my favorite segment, 3 Up, 3 Down.
Well, my first up is hog baseball, Parker Coyle with the immaculate inning. I read that it was 3 times more common to have a no-hitter than an immaculate inning.
I'm a patient there, and you can be too. 3 Up, 3 Down is presented by River Valley Smile Center. Visit rivervalleysmiles.com or give them a call at 479-646-0706. That's River Valley Smile Center. When you come here, you become family.
Hey, Ty Richardson for Jam Mart. They have several locations in the Arkansas area, but I specifically want to talk to you about Jam Mart number 10. Great deli. My goodness. Great lunch, great dinner. But have you had the breakfast yet? It's the best in town. And they have that convenient drive-through window.
So when you're heading north or south on 540, take exit number 6 for Jam Mart number 10.
6201 Grand Avenue in Fort Smith. Jam Mart, the leading gas station and convenience store in the area.
Hi, I'm Kelly Smith, owner of Dixie Digital Imaging. Are you in the market for a new office printer or multifunction device? Look no further. At Dixie Digital Imaging, we bring a legacy of experience and a rock-solid reputation. Our state-of-the-art solutions are tailored to meet your business needs seamlessly. Why settle for anything less? Call us now at 479-783-6600 to get a quote on your next office printer or multifunction device. Elevate your office efficiency with Dixie Digital Imaging, where experience and reputation meet excellence. That's Dixie Digital Imaging, bringing document innovations to the River Valley.
You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
Right side, Thurman. He's open for 3. Good! Scotty Thurman with his third 3. Arkansas leads it by 3 with 48 seconds to go.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Well, their 2 big guys are really as good as they get in college basketball. One is the leading scorer of any player in college basketball. He's the leading scorer. And their guards understand what they're supposed to do and how they play. I know they've struggled some, so have we. But I also know Bill will get his team right, and they're going to come into this game and play their best. My hope is we're who we are, and we can play our best.
Chuck's in the Italian city. Providence, Rhode Island. Number 7, Kansas. 10th seeded Arkansas. 6:10 CBS tonight as March Madness is here and it's underway. Oaklawn Sports app has Kansas favored by 5. It's vacillated a little bit back and forth. It opened at 5-ish or 4.5, 5.5, went down to 4.5. It's back up, to 5, Chuck. Kansas getting a lot of love. From bettors. They're the odds-on favorite to make the Sweet 16 out of this region? Are they ahead of St. John's as a favorite to make the Sweet 16? Better odds than Arkansas.
Kansas, no, they're not. They're
Okay, better odds than Arkansas.
Yes.
Arkansas is plus 550 to reach the Sweet 16, by the way. Kansas is plus 210. And Noah Duthero, that's official. John Calipari was asked about it yesterday. Chuck, you were with the team most of the day. You were sending back videos. You were at, obviously you do this a lot. You're at practice and shoot-arounds. What was yesterday like?
Well, it's always different at the NCAA tournament because you have a closed practice, which they had yesterday at Brown University, and then you have an open practice, which is what they had at the Amica Pavilion. That's where everyone is, and that's where, you know, all the video and everything people saw and the pictures, that's where that came from. They're two very different practices. It's basically they just go out and shoot when they get to the arena. But there were a lot of people there yesterday. And, you know, they announced the team as they come out, and we had a few fans there. And but, you know, it's a fun day because, you know, you generally see people maybe you've not seen before, or at least in a while. And so it was, you know, it's a good day. It's a day to get excited about the game. And it's always interesting, and it was interesting yesterday because, you know, all eyes were on Boogie Flan when they got to the open practice. And you could see the, you know, it's open. And the other team's coaches still aren't supposed to be out there. But you could see guys with, you know, official Kansas gear on. And, I mean, they're just out there trying to see if Boogie's doing anything. And so there was a little bit of that going on. But it was a good day all in all. I think they're ready. And I'm sure Kansas feels the same way.
Here's Cal on Boogie's hand.
It was good today. His hand was bothering him a little bit, so he went light. But I'm trying to think of the rotation. Like, how am I going to do this? It was a great story when he came and said, look, I'm going to be able to go, but I don't want to hurt the team. They're doing some good stuff. But then he said, but if I can help this, I said, yeah, you can help us. We only have 7 guys.
He looks pretty good out there shooting the ball. And I think when people have the discussion about whether bringing Boogie back was a good idea, what they're really asking is how are they going to use Boogie, and will that impact the team positively or negatively? Because, again, the idea of not bringing him back, a potential lottery pick here, I don't know anybody in the history of a postseason tournament that wouldn't bring a player back that can help you. And so it's not a question of whether he can help. I think it's a question of how they're going to use him. That's what people are really saying when they wonder if it's going to screw the team up. Chuck, I don't envision – I'm not saying he won't have the ball or he won't play point guard, but I don't necessarily envision him it may evolve into this, but I don't know, excuse me, that the plan is for Boogie to, like, come out and run the point. I think they'll probably – play him on the wing and use him as another shooter, another guard that can knock down shots.
DJ Wagner's the quarterback of this team. You know, when Boogie went down, you know, it became DJ's show in many respects. He's the lead distributor. Now, Boogie, as you say, he's going to have the ball, and there will be points where he brings it up, I'm sure. But I would envision, if you were going to say whose spot is Boogie going to take, I would envision him doing more of the things Nelly does. That type of player as opposed to being someone that mans the point. But now, look, the game's going to dictate a lot of this. Everybody's got a plan. But the game's going to dictate how and when and where and all the things that you've got to decide when it comes to a player like Boogie Fland. You know, there was a point yesterday where Cal said, "Hey, you shot enough. You know, let's rest this thing for tomorrow." Look, if Boogie comes out and he's making shots, he's going to play a lot. If Boogie comes out and he's not making shots, he probably won't play as much. And I think that's going to determine how much we see him tonight.
Well, I love the idea of having another shooter. Love the idea of having another guy that can play, that you come in the game and you're like, he can get shots and he can knock down shots. Like he can knock down open threes and he can create shots and he can distribute. And if you think about it, it just opens everything else up.
No question.
I don't see how. By the way this team plays, it shouldn't hurt anything. I mean, he fits right into the flow. I mean, what you want on this team are guys that are versatile like him. I mean, that's the way the offense is designed. By the way, we haven't even talked about his defense. I mean, the guy's a great on-ball defender.
Well, a lot of people have debated whether or not it's good to have Boogie coming back, and a lot of the national guys have used a very lazy narrative, in my opinion, and saying, well, they've got it going. It's going to screw everything up to bring him back. Well, could you go a little bit deeper? I mean, do you really know what you're talking about there?
Well, Joe ran out of things to say, Lenardi.
I guess. But, yes, they're better with him back. If they lose tonight, it's not going to be because Boogie came back. Now, if they win, it might be. But it's not going to be Boogie's fault if they lose.
How we
now, there will
rotate
be
this
people
and
that,
how we slide.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say there will be people that say it is, but that won't be true.
Here's Cal's message to Boogie.
How we rotate this and how we slide him in is going to be really important. And I'm just telling him, just go be you. Don't worry about making shots. Shoot balls. If they go, they go. If they don't, they don't. Do some of the stuff you did before you went down.
All right, your thoughts on the game tonight. 877-377-6963 if you want to get in here. The Chuck and Bo Show. You can listen to us on the Hit That Line Now app. The SEC's already lost a game. How does that impact, if at all, your thoughts about how the league's going to do in the tournament? And did it change anything regarding the way you feel about tonight's game with Kansas? We'll get into some of that next. Got a ton of stuff to get to today. But if you want to weigh in via text or phone, jump in here. A new era of elegance has jumped into Northwest Arkansas. It's Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. They have unveiled the stunningly new redesigned showroom, crafted for an unmatched luxury experience to help you mark your milestones. Hopefully, for Arkansas, they'll mark a milestone tonight, and Cal will get his first NCAA tournament win as a Razorback. And then who knows where it goes from there. But this time of year, they're marking milestones in March, and they're doing it for you in life's milestones at Blakeman's. More than jewelry, it's your story, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Back in a minute, 6:32 on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
I don't like getting up early in the mornings. I mean, even to go duck hunting, but I do get up every morning now to listen to you guys.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
You know the sound, you know the place, and you know the time of year that means live racing at Oaklawn is coming. If your Oaklawn is playing favorites, letting it ride on long shots, or just soaking up the vibes of race day, it's time to make your plans and discover your Oaklawn. Live racing starts Friday, December 6th. Reserve seats, rooms in our hotel, or a spot in your favorite Oaklawn restaurant at oaklawn.com.
This is my Oaklawn.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You know, I want Texas to lose. Yeah, I want them to rot in hell.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
5 seconds to go. Madden, right side. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Qualls with the dunk at the buzzer. It goes and Arkansas wins. It goes and Arkansas wins. Qualls with a two-hand finish. Arkansas wins the ball game.
Listen to every Razorback basketball game right here on ESPN 95.3 and hitthatline.com.
Up to $10,000 off on select GMC Sierras at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The GMC Sierra will conquer the road with confidence. Up to $10,000 off. Or lease the all-new 2025 GMC Hummer EV. With hands-free driving assistance, go 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds for as low as $800 a month. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Budweiser, the American lager.
A time-honored recipe, true to our original process, brewed using the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt, delivering great quality beer since 1876. Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Man, I wish I knew you were here. We hear that every day at In Stock Parts, located off Highway 45 across from the cold storage in Fort Smith. Are you a maintenance technician, landscaper, farmer, or a do-it-yourselfer in need of bearings, belts, or roller chain? Or safety supplies like gloves, safety glasses, or earplugs? Maybe you need drill bits, tap and die sets, lubricants, or even a gas-powered pump or generator. Don't waste your time driving around. Stop by In Stock Parts, your industrial parts resource, or check them out online at InStockParts.com. In Stock Parts.
Hey, Ty Richardson for Jam Mart. Jam Mart is always trying to save you money, and that's why they partner with Valero. Hook up your checking account to the Valero Pay Plus app, and you'll get 10 cents off a gallon, plus other special deals on holidays and more. Jam Mart and Valero, passing on the savings to you. Now available at the 3 Fort Smith Valero Jam Mart locations. And stop by any of the 6 Jam Mart locations in the area. Jam Mart, the leading gas station and convenience store in the region.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort, where a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages, or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time, every time.
Hi, this is Sydney from Bangor Golf Course. Our 2025 annual memberships are still available for purchase. Be sure to stop by for more information. We're excited to announce that sign-ups for our youth golf program are now open for the spring session. The Bangor Youth Golf Academy is a fantastic way to introduce your kids to the great game of golf. Our program focuses not only on the skills of golf, but also teaches the values of integrity, self-confidence, and a strong work ethic. We offer classes for kids ages 3 to 16, and our spring session will run from March 25th to May 16th. For more information or to sign up, please call us at 479-646-2444.
Let's go. It's Hot Wing Madness at TGI Fridays in Fort Smith. Hey, this is Phil Elson. Join me and Matt Jones for Halftime Live at TGI Fridays in Fort Smith for the first 2 days on Thursday and Friday of the Big Dance. Chow down on 50-cent wings, $3 pints, and $15 buckets of beer. Hot Wing Madness is back. 50-cent wings Thursday and Friday at TGI Fridays, I-540 and Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith.
0% chance of making the NCAA tournament.
You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
This was one of those years that was so rewarding. All I'm thinking about is where we were, threw us in the coffin, forgot the nails. We bust out somehow. No chance of the NCAA tournament, and all of a sudden we're here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Get your taxes done. Get them done now. H&R Block, helping you file with confidence. Luckily, they've got 70 years of tax prep expertise to get to work for you so you can breathe easy and file with confidence at H&R Block. Does the music get you excited, Chuck?
I do like the music. By the way, I like the old school Arkansas shirt you're sporting today.
Wow.
It's a good game day shirt right there.
Stand up, give me the full,
that is old school right there.
That's great.
Well, I may go like faceless for the rest of the show. I'll do like a Matt Jones. Have you ever watched a Matt Jones? Like,
that's funny.
It's a hostage camera situation. When Matt Jones, former Razorback quarterback, Razorback great, is doing a show and they stream it online, you wonder if he's being held at gunpoint because you can't see anything but like this. And occasionally you might catch a glimpse of his face. He's the mystery man. And maybe I should. Well, this makes me feel super. All you got to do to feel tall is stand out of the view of the camera. Like the camera's too low for you. I tried to tell him that when I was on television. Can you make me look taller? And
you tower over the table, right?
Yeah,
like lording over.
Well, I'm standing on 4 phone books from the '80s. Back when we had the yellow pages. I don't think I'm going to sit down. This is great. Go Hogs. Here we go. I am kind of fanboying it out today, aren't I? I'm just kind of all in.
You are, but that's all right.
Yeah. I'm gonna find some like-minded Razorback fans to go watch the game with tonight, and then try to remember what happened in the game. I to be honest, I would much rather watch the game at home and just be like, studying the game. But then after 30 years of doing that, I got tired of it, and so now I'll just let you tell me what happened tomorrow, and I'll just react like a fan.
Well, you like to be out amongst the people.
I like that energy.
You do. You like that. You like the energy and all that comes from that.
I like that vibe. I'm gonna. If they win tonight, Chuck, I'm gonna request they shut down Dixon.
You could get it done.
Yeah, I don't know. Does a first round NCAA tournament win get a shutdown of Dixon, or is it a Sweet 16?
Imagine what it's going to be like if they get to the Final Four. I mean, if you're shutting down Dixon after a first round win, I mean, burning couches by the time you get to the Final Four.
How are you feeling about this matchup, and especially the whole SEC thing?
Game.
Yeah, it's a
I think it's going to be a 50-50 game. Pick'em game. That's just kind of the way.
Another Ole Miss, Arkansas SEC tournament type game.
Similar type game. I think there will be some points scored. I think both teams will get up and down the floor. I mean, it's the NCAA tournament. I'm anxious to see how the game's called. Just to be honest, when you get to this point in the season, you never know exactly how foul trouble is going to play into things. That's one of the reasons I'm glad Boogie's back, not just because he's a great player, but I'm concerned about that when you get into a tournament. I'm not saying it's going to be an issue tonight. May not have anything to do at all with what happens tonight, but it's one of the things I think about.
Yeah, they've got some tournament experience on this team. Obviously, Cal's got a ton of experience. But one of the things about playing for Cal, and we've talked about it a little bit, I mean, you're prepared for big moments. Everything's a big moment when Cal's around. Cameras have been following these guys around all year. The Vice TV show, Hogs Plus. Cal draws a crowd wherever he goes. I just feel like this team embraces big moments. I expect them to embrace this. I thought they embraced the SEC tournament. And were it not for, we didn't probably talk about this enough, but I thought Arkansas in that Ole Miss game, and it doesn't matter at all now, I thought they got absolutely just railroaded by the officiating. I'm not saying that the game was lopsided and thrown and all that, but there were just some really critically timed poor calls, like Jonas Adu fouling out with 5 minutes to go in the game that wasn't a foul, that really impacted the game. And so it wasn't a lack of effort or them wanting to be there or any of that stuff. I expect them to show up and play well. And I think Adu, Chuck, Adu's really excited having visited with him Monday for a hog pod. And his story's out, by the way. It's a fun story to hear. I think he's really excited at the opportunity to play Dickinson. Neither one of them played in that exhibition. And he knows that's all anybody's talking about. He also knows the kind of season he's had with his injury and all that and hasn't been able to play until lately and come on. I mean, this is one of those games. Names are made in moments we remember from opportunities like tonight in March Madness that Adu will have.
Adu's gone up against Dickinson before, and Dickinson got the best of him when Adu was at Tennessee. I think that's the primary motivator for Jonas tonight. Now, look, Dickinson's 7'2", and he is a wide body. He is the leading active scorer among all college basketball players. The idea that you just want to play well, lots of people want to play well. Lots of people are pumped up. Lots of people are motivated to play Hunter Dickinson. And then he drops 30 and 12 on him. And because he's just so much better.
It's a little bit more than the want to.
Yeah, it's a little bit more than that. But now I will say this. Jonas is better equipped than most of those guys. This is a 6'11" guy who's athletic, who's played in big games. I don't think Dickinson's going to push Jonas around, but I think Jonas is going to have some help. I don't know that you stop a 7'2" wide body who can score sometimes at will with just one guy. They're going to double down a lot. I would imagine guards will sneak in from the backside when he's got the ball down on the low block. They're going to do a lot of different things tonight, and it's going to be key. I mean, it's going to be critical to winning the game.
Yeah, that was one of the things Brian Haney brought up yesterday about Hunter Dickinson was the ability for Kansas to knock down some threes. And their I forget his name now, the best three-point shooter they have that has been streaky. He's been pretty good at home, not so good on the road. The kid from South Dakota State, Mayo.
Mayo and
grew
Harris
up in
are
Kansas.
both pretty good, but Mayo's the best.
Yeah, and if he's knocking threes down, that creates more of a problem. If he's not, it allows you to do more with double downs and all that on Hunter Dickinson. Wow, that's some deep analysis on tonight's game. I hope you enjoyed that. David is in Searcy. David, welcome to ESPN Sports Center's breakdown of the game here. What's happening?
Well, first of all, I'd have to say you guys are right on point. The key to tonight's game, it's not who makes the most shots. I mean, whoever scores the most points always wins. But there are things that cause that. Now, Chuck, just remember I said this while you're calling the game tonight.
Okay.
The key to this game is when does Adu pick up his second foul? If he gets his second foul 10 minutes in the first half and has to go to the bench, we're in serious trouble.
Wow.
If he can somehow get through most of the first half before he gets the second foul, we've got a legit chance to whoop their butts. If he gets it 10 minutes in, we're in trouble.
Can you work that into keys of the game, Chuck?
I got confidence.
That's kind of what I was talking about earlier when I was talking about how the game's going to be called. I mean, I don't think David's off base there.
100%. It's a very astute point. I just want you, as you go to Z, say, do you agree with David and Searcy? And one of the keys to tonight's game is when Adu picks up his second foul.
David and Searcy said it would be like this.
David, thanks. That's a great call. We got to hit a break.
You,
more of your thoughts coming up. 877-639. I just forgot the number. 877-377-6963. Wow.
Are you having one of those moments, Bo? Is Bo okay?
No. No, I'm going to the doctor. You finished the show. It was all planned.
Okay.
It was all. I got to take the rest of the day off. Back in a minute on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
Touching the hearts of Arkansans, the passive-aggressive Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning. Hey, it's Bo Mattingly, and McDonald Eye Associates is my one-stop for any vision need. The progressives they have me in are a game changer, and my new sunglasses are going to be great for baseball season. McDonald Eye was the first practice in the state to perform LASIK, and they have the most experience. They also have the new vision correction options for all ages, including cataract and clear lens replacement to see your best from all distances. For your best vision, McDonald Eye is the place to go.
It seems like everything is more expensive this year, but at Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric, we're here to help lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Pascal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit GoPascal.com today to schedule your service. Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric. Professional people, professional service. See dealer for details with approved credit. Restrictions apply.
Ready or not, it is tax season. But luckily, H&R Block is here. Whether you need expert help with your taxes or simply have a question or two, your neighborhood H&R Block is here for you. Taxes are hard, but filing with H&R Block is easy. Walk in or make an appointment and get 100% accuracy and your max refund guaranteed. Put 70 years of tax expertise to work for you. Get those taxes squared away today at H&R Block.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Discover the Stonebreaker Hotel, where handcrafted elegance meets modern comfort. Relax in beautifully designed rooms, or book your next reservation at the Stonebreaker Lounge and Restaurant, where you can satisfy cravings with fresh, seasonal takes on traditional favorites. Open daily from 5 to 9 p.m. For more information, log on to stonebreakerhotel.com, located on Markham Road in Fayetteville, where you'll find the Stonebreaker Hotel and Restaurant.
I always enjoy talking about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company. If you followed my radio career, you remember they were partners on the original sports rap radio program over 20 years ago. We've done business together from an advertising perspective, but more importantly, they've been my partners in buying and selling homes. I'd recommend them to anybody. They're in Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, and in Branson. Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, turning houses into homes since 1978. There's nothing we enjoy saying more than I told you so.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Happy New Year from Sharp Equipment. Come on over to the new Sharp Equipment today and explore what all Sharp has to offer. From our latest offers and deals as a Wacker Newson dealer to customized hydraulic and industrial hoses, equipment repairs, and as a Cinnabogan authorized service provider, we're able to offer even more. Stop in to check out the new location at 5608 Wheeler Avenue in Fort Smith, or give us a call at 479-649-0500 to see how at Sharp Equipment we help you move more than just the world. We help you move forward. Sharp Equipment, your Wacker Newson dealer.
Hey, this is Dr. Charlie Liggett with River Valley Smile Center. We dial 782-8940.
Coach Todd Holland, head baseball coach of the University of Arkansas Fort Smith Lions. I call 782-8940.
Stay cool this summer with a York high-efficiency HVAC unit. Or for more information on endless hot water and high-efficiency tankless water heaters, give us a call at 782-8940.
That's 782-8940.
Hey everyone, Braden Webb here at AAA Business Systems in Northwest Arkansas. You may remember me from my days playing baseball for the Hogs. Now I'm hitting home runs for AAA Business Systems and enhancing the ways companies do business in our area. If you want to partner with the best office technology provider in Northwest Arkansas, call me today at 479-442-4185. Let's win together and remember, anything else is just a copy.
You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
Arkansas gets it in. They get it to Black. The clock ticks. And that's it. And the Razorbacks survive and advance to the Sweet 16.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Where do you think I thought they put us to play?
Lexington.
Come on. You know what they didn't. I'm like, when I saw we weren't there, I'm like, wow, somebody must have been sick and went to the bathroom or something for them not to put us there.
Yeah, Cal was he was holding court yesterday at the news
Oh,
conference.
he was. He was
in his element.
He was in his element. That's right.
It's his time of year, and boy, he seems to fit quite comfortably. And I know they're looking forward to playing tonight, like everybody else is. And the question is, Chuck, for everybody, like, how do nerves play a role early in these games? Because it's just different, you know, when you get out there in an NCAA tournament format. Cecil's in Fort Smith. Hey, Cecil, good morning. Cecil, you there? We'll come back to you. What's the number again, Edward, if you want to call the show? You can call the show.
877-377-6963.
Or.
Is Bo okay?
No. he went to the wrong spot. He had it queued up during the break of me trying to spit the number out. And you guys are all going to be talking about in a few weeks when, you know, whatever illness I have becomes apparent. You'll be like, well, we could tell the first that it made sense now going back to that day. He couldn't remember the phone number to the show.
We'll make sure there's someone there to care for you.
I think,
we'll
Chuck,
ask about you every once in a while.
this is a moment, to be honest, where I probably just need to sit out for a segment and like just kind of view the game from the bench.
You think this is it?
And kind of get back. Are you suggesting there have been many other indicators?
No. I just meant that.
Oh, so now you're going to come out of the game.
I'm just saying.
You
why
won't let go of the freaking ball. You hold the ball like it gets stuck every time it gets to you. And like, now you're going to have some self-awareness.
That's not what I meant.
This is the day, huh? Day one, March Madness. Hey, if you're looking for a car wash, everybody likes a clean ride. Splash Car Wash right here in Arkansas. Locally owned and operated since 1989. You can get a free car wash by texting Splash Arkansas to 22322. They want to give you the experience so you can see the kind of service you get at an Arkansas-based car wash. We're all about Arkansas people doing Arkansas thing, growing Arkansas businesses, and that's certainly Splash. Splash Arkansas, text that, 22322. Text Splash Arkansas to 22322. All right, we'll get into this game. Much more to hear from the team. Is the SEC going to emerge from this tournament with the same, better, or worse reputation? It's the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
The doors are open, and it's a new era of elegance. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry has unveiled its stunningly redesigned 8,500 square foot showroom for an unmatched luxury experience. There's breathtaking jewelry, of course, expert service, and private viewing rooms designed for comfort. And they've got an in-house cafe with handcrafted coffee to go along with a special coffee table book celebrating Arkansas's heritage. Because it's more than jewelry. It's your story at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry.
We care a lot about supporting Arkansas businesses here on the Chuck and Bo Show, and we both like keeping our rides looking good. Splash Car Wash just became our new neighbors here in Fayetteville. They're a locally owned Arkansas business, and they've been serving the state since 1989. They're good folks, and you can get a free car wash by texting Splash Arkansas to 22322. That's Splash Arkansas to 22322.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Guys, regardless of our age, feeling good is something we all want. That's what the Sweating 'em Edge is all about. It's where health, confidence, and peak performance come together. We all face challenges like low energy, hair loss, who's looking at me, stubborn weight, and skin health. The good news is we can do something about it. Get your free evaluation today and see where you are. Chuck and I have both done it and are better off for it. Log on to sweatingthemcosmetic.com and click on the Sweating 'em Edge.
You want to talk about washed? You're being brainwashed by idiots. You're following idiots.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Let's go. It's Hot Wing Madness at TGI Fridays in Fort Smith. Hey, this is Phil Elson. Join me and Matt Jones for Halftime Live at TGI Fridays in Fort Smith for the first 2 days on Thursday and Friday of the Big Dance. Chow down on 50-cent wings, $3 pints, and $15 buckets of beer. Hot Wing Madness is back. 50-cent wings Thursday and Friday at TGI Fridays, I-540 and Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's #1 mobile app for placing sports wagers.
There's big news in the mobile sports betting business. Bet Saracen was just named the 15th largest sports book in America. That's because Arkansans like to do business with a winner. Find all your winners on Bet Saracen. Download it today and look for my RR prop bet specials. I pick them, you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, sunny skies today, a high this afternoon in the mid to upper 50s. We should see a clear to partly cloudy sky tonight. Overnight lows will drop down to near 35 degrees. Sunny skies, our high well into the upper 60s on Friday, back to the upper 60s to near 70 Saturday. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Come Get You Some, Arkansas's premier off-road superstore. Call 782-MUD today.
Save up to $5,000 on select Buick Envisions at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The Buick Envision showcases inspired design with exclusive features in this 5-passenger SUV. Or drive the brand new Buick Envista, a stylish crossover, for as low as $399 per month. These are limited time offers. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith or online at harryrobinson.com.
You're listening to ESPN 95.3, KERX Paris Fort Smith.
Tommy's right on this one. Do you feel? Let me ask you this.
Normal around here.
That's 782-8940. That's the only number you need to know for all of your heating and air, plumbing, and drain cleaning needs. That's 782-8940, the only number you need to know.
It's Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services. To have a red truck rolling your way today for great American-made York products, give us a call at 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort, where a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages, or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time, every time.
Picture it. It's a day like any other. You're stuck in traffic on Rogers Avenue during rush hour. You're just ready to get home and relax with your family. And then, just like that, your life can change in an instant, and you're going to need a lawyer to make it right. I'm Phil Votaw with Phil Votaw & Associates. If this happens to you, call me, 479-434-6200, or online at votawlaw.com. I'm Phil Votaw, and you've never met a lawyer like me.
I know we're always on the go, heading to Fayetteville, Little Rock, Oklahoma City, and you need a place to fill up. But not just for gas, I need snacks, drinks, and a restroom that doesn't make me throw up. That's why my new favorite pit stop is Jam Mart number 10, located at 6201 Grand Avenue on the way out of town. I can't stop by without getting something from their hot box or a fresh-made burger. That's Jam Mart number 10, located at 6201 Grand Avenue in Fort Smith.
You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Chuck's headset is so loud, he was in there getting coffee, and Bart, who's sitting 10 feet away, can hear everything that's coming over his headset. It's like the guy who's in a restaurant, sitting maybe at the bar, having a conversation on his phone, and you can hear everything the other person's saying from the other side of the restaurant. Who are the people that go to Walmart and are on FaceTime? It's like an average conversation.
They're passing time.
Yeah, they're just going through life, and they happen to be on aisle 3.
That's right.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this much.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night, love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to
the show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still happy.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Chuck Barrett is in Providence, ready to call tonight's game. Kansas, Arkansas. What an opening round game. What about the rest of the country? If you're just watching March Madness, like you're just a viewer, just excited about the tournament, you don't really have a team or your team's not playing today, people will be tuning in for that game, don't you think? Arkansas, Kansas?
Oh, yeah. People like a show. I mean, above all other things, people like a show. And Self and Calipari that's a show. Cal's a show. He's a one-man show. And, yeah, people will watch it. And when we get to Saturday night, whether it's Cal or whether it's Self, Rick Pitino is the opponent. That's going to be must-watch television, too.
The SEC and the reputation is all here for the taking. Is it going to be validation, or will the opinion of the league change? Because pretty much the country's on board with, that's the most amazing league of all time.
Even Danny Cannell says the SEC is good.
Even Danny Cannell.
It's not even his sport.
Even Danny Cannell.
Everybody's on the bandwagon.
Yeah, I heard Danny Cannell this morning on Sirius XM. Is there a less likable guy for SEC fans? No.
Well, if you're an SEC fan, he is
not your guy.
He's never going to be likable.
Not your guy.
Sure.
We got
and
six.
I think he kind of enjoys that.
6 SEC teams in action today, Chuck.
I know.
6. Auburn, Georgia, Tennessee, Arkansas, A&M, and Missouri all playing. Auburn and Alabama State at 1:50 on CBS. Gonzaga and Georgia, 3:35 on TBS. Tennessee and Wofford, 5:50 on TNT. Kansas, Arkansas, 6:10 on CBS. A&M and Yale, 6:25 TBS. Missouri, Drake, 6:35 True TV.
See, I may be the only one. And I admit it's because I went to bed at halftime last night. And Texas was comfortably in front. And I got up this morning and saw where they lost. I mean, they just got blitzed, evidently, in the second half. And I got to admit, because I went to bed thinking, yep, this is what happens. You think Texas is glad they're not playing an SEC team? Nobody's happier to get out of the SEC than Texas. They're about to blow Xavier away. And it didn't really turn out that way. And I've got to admit, in the back of my mind, when I heard that this morning, I thought, man, I wonder if the league's really that good. And I admit, I am old school. I turn my nose up at analytics a lot of the time, even when they favor the teams I like. I'm always suspect of analytics. It's just my age group. And I do. I admit this morning, I am kind of wondering what it all means. Or is just Texas, did Texas just let the league down? Maybe they just choked. I don't know. But I am thinking about it.
Well, Jimmy Dykes said on the show this week that when you get to the tournament, it's all about matchups. And basketball's all about matchups. The problem the SEC had, or what made the SEC such a respected league, was they were versatile and teams had depth or they had tough matchups. Like even Arkansas, without a lot of depth, we don't look at it this way because we're looking at it from Arkansas's perspective. But if you're on the other team and you're playing Arkansas, Arkansas creates problems for you. And the league was full of teams like that. And so now you go into these one-game scenarios, and does a matchup, like this is an in-league matchup, but Jimmy cited Auburn and A&M. A&M's a terrible matchup for Auburn, who's good enough to win the whole thing, but they play a team that's perfectly designed to play them in the way A&M plays. And that can happen in certain matchups along the tournament, which is why we get upsets, which is why we have surprises, along with the fact that, a team may not play particularly well. So it's kind of a different beast when you get in here. But I think the feeling with the SEC is you've experienced so many different kinds of things this year in matchups and difficulties that you're prepared for almost anything. That's the idea.
Well, I agree with that.
Will it hold up?
I agree with that. And I think the national champion comes out of the SEC, just for the record. I do. I think the national champion is going to come out of our league. Now, whether or not, the overall record holds up, I don't know. We see this in football. Xavier, I'm sure somebody would upset or beat, not upset, but beat a football team out of the SEC, and they act like they beat a vintage Alabama team. That, somehow they had conquered the Southeastern Conference. It's like, well, no, you beat the 7th-place team in the SEC. You didn't beat Alabama. You didn't beat Georgia. And I sort of wonder, I'm sure the chorus this morning is the SEC was overrated. And as you said, there's 6 games today. And at the end of the day, by the time we're done tonight, everybody's going to be saying, see, I told you so, or they're really not that good.
Xavier 86, Texas 80, late last night for many of us. It was late. And so the first SEC team goes down in a play-in game. And, yeah, they did. They had the lead most of the second half, and Xavier made a run late and put it on them. If you want to get in on the show, what's the number? 877-73 639.
Well, I know that.
Do it one more time. This is me last hour trying to give the phone number. 877-73 639.
Well, I know that. Bring the head comb.
I mean, I don't have any.
Hey, it'll happen.
I don't have any explanation. We got a text 73 639. I'm an idiot. Steven in Mountain Home. Sounds like the wind done blowed y'all's phone number clean out of Bo's brain.
There you go.
I read it as best I could, the way it was written. Chuck, I need to fill out my bracket. You want to help me?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's just do a few games real quick. You ready?
Okay.
Can you give me a little bit of March Madness? Yeah, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Auburn, Alabama State. Auburn. I'm taking Auburn.
Auburn.
All right, here's a difficult. Louisville, Creighton.
Louisville.
Louisville, is that a good pick, Bart?
Yes.
All right, we're
I'm
going
taking Creighton.
Wow, we 3-1 you.
Edward, got to be different.
Michigan, a 5 versus UC San Diego, a 12. Dusty May. The Wolverines.
I'm going Michigan.
Michigan.
I'm going Michigan.
Michigan.
Michigan as well.
A&M and Yale. Going SEC?
Yes.
All right. Ole Miss, North Carolina.
Hotty toddy.
What
That's
do you
a
got?
tough one.
What do you got, Bart? What do you got?
Tar Heels.
Bart's pulling the trigger.
Tar Heels
Bart's
and
pulling the
Yale.
trigger.
Oh man. Oh.
Wow, and Edward's got the Tar
I'm not the
Heels
only
and
one.
We're split on
who
this
has
one.
Yale
Mark
in
this one down.
room.
We're split. Chuck and I are taking Ole Miss and Chris Beard.
Well, it's y'all's bracket.
Well, I know,
It's
but I'm
y'all's
saying
bracket.
you get to tell us that
want
we
your
were
input.
That's the whole
decidedly
point of
different
the bracket
on this.
pool.
Iowa State, Lipscomb. I'm probably
Iowa State.
Iowa State. I'm with you on that. New Mexico at 10 versus Marquette at 7.
No comment.
What do you think, Bart?
New Mexico. I'm taking Richard Pitino.
Okay, I will too.
Let's go with. We got an upset there.
Beat Shaka Smart.
Yeah. Michigan State, Bryant. Michigan State.
Sparty on.
Yeah.
And that'll be good. Well, let's just go to the other side real quick. We got Duke beating Mount St. Mary's, of course. That'll be an upset now that we said it like that, which was the intention. Mississippi State, Baylor, 8-9 game.
I'm going with Mississippi State,
Sick 'em.
but
Baylor.
not a. Yeah. Bart's got Baylor.
Yeah, Bart and Edward both have Baylor. I don't know, man.
Baylor's got probably the two best players on the court.
I think I'm gonna
I'm
take
not
Scott
super
Drew.
confident there.
All right, I'm gonna take Scott Drew and the Baylor
Okay.
Bears.
All right.
The SEC can't win every game. Oregon Liberty. I like Dana Altman as his Razorback ties. Will never once a Razorback.
You can't pick.
Oh, he's a Razorback. I mean, we cannot leave our guy there.
You also cannot pick Liberty Bibberty in anything.
Yeah.
Liberty.
Yeah. Arizona Akron, 4 versus a 12. We like the Wildcats.
Yeah.
BYU and VCU. BYU is a 6 versus an 11. You like VCU?
VCU, 100%. I will never pick BYU in the NCAA tournament.
I'm going
ever.
BYU.
Me and Chuck are going BYU.
Go for it.
You guys are decidedly different again on that. Wisconsin, Montana, 3 versus a 14.
Go with the Badgers.
Yeah, Badgers.
watch
They've
out.
scored more points than they normally
Watch
do.
out.
You got a Montana upset brewing there.
I'm just saying, watch out. I'm just
Are
saying,
they the
watch
Grizzlies?
out. I think they're
Are they
the
the
Grizzlies.
Grizzlies?
Montana,
Maybe, or no, they are the
Grizzlies?
Grizzlies.
They're the
They are the
Grizzlies,
Grizzlies. Yeah.
Are they?
Missoula. No, it's in Missoula.
It is in Missoula. Yeah.
You sure? It's the yeah. Well,
Yeah,
what are the
they're
other
the
teams in?
Grizzlies.
There's another one over there that's a different name. Yeah, that was that was great, wasn't it?
I'm sure there are.
There's a few of them mascots around there in Montana. What's phone number again? One more time. What's phone number? Give me that phone number one time.
I said Bobcats. That's Montana State.
That's what I was saying. I thought,
Yeah,
okay.
well, everybody knows that.
Okay, here's a potential upset. Here we go. This would be another 10 beating a 7, Vanderbilt to St. Mary's.
Anchor down, baby. Anchor down.
Wow, we're drinking some Kool-Aid right there.
We are.
We got Vandy upsetting
I don't
St.
trust
Mary's.
St. Mary's ever.
This is we got New Mexico beating Marquette. That's a 10-7 upset. We got Vanderbilt beating St. Mary's. That's a 10-7 upset. And we got Arkansas beating Kansas tonight. That's a 10-7 upset.
Tens are wild.
Alabama, Robert Morris.
Bobby Moe. No, I'm kidding. Alabama.
Do you think tobacco when you think Robert Morris? Alabama over Robert Morris. Okay, that's where we are so far. Well, that's it for now. We got a lot more to get to. I don't know. Can we do all of this on the show? The whole bracket?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
We can do whatever we want.
All right,
We'll segment it.
Yeah, we'll come. Well, we got. Should we have Clay help us at 8 o'clock?
Absolutely.
No.
Chuck's giving hard nose out over here. not even up for discussion.
Clay's got his own bracket.
Yeah, you think Clay's got? Yeah, I'm sure he
No,
does.
doesn't.
He's probably got a family
They
bracket.
might have filled out a bracket over at the fly shop. They didn't have anything to do.
Hey, storm season's here. You're seeing it happen, and you're feeling the wind, and you're feeling it hot one day, cold the next. Pascal can help with all that. GoPascal.com. Pascal is your go-to when it comes to this time of year. With a whole home generator from Pascal, you're going to be ready to roll. Right now, get $500 off or a free whole home surge protector when you install your generator before May 1st. Plus, take advantage of no-interest financing or low monthly payments at Pascal. Imagine whole home protection for the same cost as your daily cup of coffee. Schedule your free estimates now. GoPascal.com. That's GoPascal.com. It's Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric, locally owned and operated. 7:16, the Chuck and Bo Show. March Madness, day one's here. Good morning.
Like, I think you should look at yourself today in the mirror and say, what's wrong with me?
Okay, I will.
I'm not talking about you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
There's simply not a better shopping experience than Macadoodles. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Whether you're stocking up for a party, updating your bar, or just grabbing your favorites, Roger and the team are always there to help. Make the smart choice. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
I always enjoy talking about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company. If you followed my radio career, you remember they were partners on the original sports rap radio program over 20 years ago. We've done business together from an advertising perspective, but more importantly, they've been my partners in buying and selling homes. I'd recommend them to anybody. They're in Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, and in Branson. Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, turning houses into homes since 1978.
Now is the time to join Hogs Plus, the Netflix for Razorback fans.
Arkansas wins it. Here they come.
Documentaries, exclusive interviews,
people everywhere, and then next thing you know, it's just everybody's packed.
Insider access, and an incredible library of films.
Arkansas leads it by 3.
A membership like no other.
I don't think it gets any better than this.
Oh, you're giving me goosebumps now.
Start your free trial today at hogsplus.com.
If you're having issues with your gutters or drainage around the house, you need to call Hog Trough Gutters. They're locally owned and operated with over 30 years of experience. Seamless gutters made on site, trenching and French drains. Plus, they're fully licensed and insured, and every job comes with a 20-year guarantee. Hog Trough Gutters services all of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Log on to their website, hoggutters.com, to find out more. That's hog, Gutters.com.
Bo, when your show went off a few years ago, it was like I've been lost ever since then. And I just really appreciate your show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Spring has arrived, bringing
Chuck and Bo Show.
7:20, good morning. Chuck's in Providence, Rhode Island, getting ready for tonight's game. And I'm in studio. Jonas Adu didn't play in the first game between these two, in the exhibition game. And Hunter Dickinson didn't play either. And Adu was asked about, where he is, where this team is, and the experience it's been and where they want to go.
They definitely depend on us a lot, especially me and Nelly. We've been, to the, future rounds, Elite Eight, Final Four. But, we need every individual on this team, including the coaching staff, just falling back on the work, going in, scouting each team carefully because we don't want to lose these games. Like, we want to go all the way. We're trying to get Arkansas their second national championship, so we're trying to go all the way for sure.
I like he threw out Arkansas's second national championship. How about that historical understanding from Jonas Adu on the Razorbacks and that they've been there before. Listen, I think this team is really confident, which, matters to a certain extent. Doesn't win the game for you. But I think they feel good about themselves going into this game, and I think that matters. I think they're a team that feels like they're peaking at the right time. And, having a little confidence going in, they're not a team that's wondering whether they're going to go play well. I think they believe they're going to go play well. And I'm kind of on the side, like, I expect Arkansas to win the game. I know it's not just a matter of fact, but I kind of expect I'm going into this game expecting Arkansas to win the game.
Arkansas has been trending in the right direction. They're 8-5 over their last 13, and Kansas is 6-7. Now, that doesn't mean that Arkansas is an automatic tonight, but you talked about mindset. You're kind of alluding to mindset right there. I think Arkansas is very good. I don't know, based on just kind of observing, outside looking in, I don't know that Kansas feels as good about where they are, so to speak, as maybe the Razorbacks do right now. Now, they might. They may come out tonight and win by 20. Who knows? But my sense from talking to the Kansas people, and we kind of heard this, I thought, in Brian Haney's voice the other day, and I know Brian pretty well, it's just not gone like they thought it was going to, and there's not been anything that's happened down the stretch that's changed that train of thought. In Arkansas, it may not overall have gone exactly the way we thought it might, but there's reason to believe that they could make a run based on what's happened over the last 10, 12, 13 games. So if that matters tonight, I think it favors Arkansas. I don't know that it will matter, but if it does, I think that's a very definite advantage for the Razorbacks.
877-377-6963 if you want to call or text the show. You can jump in here. Bart, let's go to the Chevy of Fayetteville Situation Room. You were over there looking like you were deep in thought, as I will sometimes find you wandering the hallways of the Chuck and Bo Show. What were you thinking?
Yeah, I was thinking about what you said about how you expect Arkansas to win the game tonight. And I was thinking of whether or not I agree with, the idea, do I expect Arkansas to win the game tonight? And I think the conclusion I came to is yeah, I do. Because I think that I don't think people fully understand how big a deal it is that Jonas Adu is playing the way he's playing right now, and that he's healthy, and that he is looking as good or better than he did at Tennessee last year. And he was a really good player at Tennessee last year. He's averaging something like 13 and 9 over the last 5 games, something like that. He has become a big part of this team with what he's doing offensively and defensively. The matchup between him and Hunter Dickinson is huge for sure. And I don't know that Hunter Dickinson has really gone up against a guy like Jonas Adu, this season, or at least in recent times, and it's going to be a battle. And what Arkansas can do, he's also kind of become this guy who can get a bucket in the low post when you really need something, who can get fouled, go to the line. And I'm really excited to see what Arkansas does with him and Boogie Fland and DJ Wagner, those guys together on the court, all healthy for the first time all year.
Chevy of Fayetteville Situation Room. Right now it's truck month. 2025 Silverados, 11.5 off. Tahoes, 12.5 in savings. Truck month is here. Don't let it pass you by. Head over to Chevy of Fayetteville inside the Fayetteville Auto Park. Talk to Chris, Mark, Denver, and the gang. Tell them you heard about it on the Chuck and Bo Show. We were talking about brackets. Don't forget to fill out our bracket, your bracket. I'm in the middle of mine. I don't know if we'll get it all done on the show, but I'm committed to getting it done between now and 11. I don't fill out a bracket every year. I don't know what that makes me. I don't know. I just, it's like, it takes time.
Yeah.
And I don't figure I'm going to do very well. I mean, I'm having fun so far on the show, and we can go back to it at any time if you guys want to. But I am excited about the tournament, and I feel for Chuck a little bit. Like, I've been in this position before, not calling games, but like when you're working the game, and Chuck's got to focus on tonight's game, and that's great. But the rest of us get to look at like other games throughout the day.
Quad box.
Will you be watching games all day, Bart?
I'll watch some games.
Oh, I know.
We've got a time over there.
You'll be tied up at other times.
We're right next door to the arena, and the big thing today, the game within the game, is we've got to be over there at the right time to get the equipment set up, because you don't want to mess up the guys who are doing the game. You don't want to mess it up for them by setting up your equipment in the middle of the second half when they got big things going on. You're right next to them, cluttering everything up. So it's a little bit of strategy involved there.
A little professional decorum.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
So that'll be the order of business this afternoon. But yeah, I'm going to watch some games. Probably take a nap. Get everything.
So the first game, right out of the gates, Louisville Creighton, we got an 8-9.
Yeah, that's a good game.
If you want to watch.
I'm glad it's a good game.
That's a good game.
Sometimes you get a sorry game.
Well, and then Purdue and High Point is at 11:45, and High Point's been picked as a dark horse in the tournament by some.
They are here in Providence. You got those 4 teams from the Midwest Regional that are here, like Will Wade. Will Wade plays here today, and that
coaching
High Point game's here today. Yeah, coaching what might be his last game.
Well, how about that? How about that whole thing? You were talking about coaches earlier and leaving, and like the guy that was at West Virginia, was at Drake, West Virginia, and Indiana within a year. I mean, how about Will Wade's taking his team into an NCAA tournament game today at McNeese State as the coach, as the newly hired coach at NC State?
This has not happened routinely in basketball like it's about to. I'm assuming the portal and the NIL and all that stuff have something to do with it. But generally in basketball, there's not been much movement until after the Final Four. Whereas in college football, it's been pretty commonplace the last several years. Guys, coach the season, leave the team, somebody else handles the bowl game. This is just kind of a new thing in college basketball.
Let's pick some more games before we go to Cal, and we'll hear more from what he had to say yesterday. And we'll talk more about the Arkansas game in a minute. Chuck's on the ready. I like it. All right, here we go. Florida, Norfolk State. Florida.
Gators.
UConn, Oklahoma, 8-9 game. I'm taking Hurley.
I'm going Oklahoma.
That would break the tie.
UConn.
All right. Sorry, Chuck. Memphis, Colorado State, 5 versus a 12.
I'm abstaining.
I'll take Memphis.
I'm going Memphis.
Colorado State.
Oh, wow.
I'm playing chalk.
Maryland and Grand Canyon. And that Molly girl's not coaching this Grand Canyon team, so don't get excited. All I've heard about is how good-looking she is, and she's not even coaching the men's team. So
they're going to hire her?
I think she's going to Arizona State.
Do you really?
Yeah. But she doesn't have to move. She's already out there. Grand Canyon's out there.
She's there. That's right. They're not in Colorado. I always thought they were. But
are we taking Maryland, or does anybody want an upset here? Grand Canyon.
I'm going Maryland.
All right, we're taking the Terps.
Maryland.
Missouri, Drake, 6 versus 11.
You have to take Drake.
M-I-Z.
You have to take Drake.
I have to take Drake?
Well, I'm just saying, like, we don't.
What about Kendrick Lamar?
We don't like Missouri.
Did you like that?
That was funny.
great.
Thanks, Edward. I knew you would like that.
That was funny.
Why do we have to take Drake? Because you don't like Missouri?
Well, we just don't like Missouri.
They're in the SEC, pal. They're going to win the game. Texas Tech, UNC Wilmington. Bart's already told us Texas Tech is amazing. So we'll take them.
I don't know if I said it like that.
You did too. The other day, you're like, they're really good. That's what you said.
They are really good.
I mean, you're like, watch out. So, I mean, that was a no-brainer. I was just saying, it left an impression.
Clearly.
Arkansas, Kansas.
Woo pig.
We're taking the Hogs.
Give me the Hogs.
St. John's, Omaha. Who wants Omaha? Peyton Manning.
On a trash
Peyton
can.
Manning wants Omaha. We'll take St. John's. All right, we got to go over to the other side of the bracket. We're almost done with our first-round games. Houston.
Yep.
SIUE. We'll take Houston. Gonzaga, Georgia. Here we go.
Go Zags.
What do you think, Chuck?
I'm going Georgia.
Caleb Battle, Gonzaga.
Yeah.
I tend to think Gonzaga's probably going to win.
Yeah, I'll take the Zags. Clemson, McNeese State. We think Will Wade's got an upset in him?
No.
Nope.
All right, we'll go Clemson. Nobody believes in Will Wade, at least not in this game. Purdue and High Point. Anybody pulling the High Point upset?
No, thank you.
Chuck is.
I can't go there.
He's smirking.
I can't go there. No, I can't go there.
I can't either.
Purdue always loses it.
Seth Davis.
I was
Well, that's a good
smirking.
point.
Not
They played for the
last
national
year.
title
Not
last
last
year.
year.
But they often
I was
lose.
smirking
Do they
because
have
there's a
Zach
part of me
Edey
that
here?
thinks
They do
Will
not, but
Wade
they have
might
Big Ten
pull this
players.
off.
Hold on. What now? There's a part of you that thinks Will Wade will pull this off.
There's a part
I'm
of me
going
that
back to it.
is not counting out Will Wade.
The problem is in the next round, if we don't have Clemson there, you're looking at McNeese State and High Point or a Purdue team that never wins.
Ooh. That'll be the least watched game that day. I don't know. I guess Clemson.
Well, we'll come.
Sorry to backtrack.
Yeah, no, it's good because I have a feeling about that too.
Second thoughts.
It's
Yeah.
y'all's bracket.
Yeah.
You take it.
All right, Xavier, Illinois. Illinois is the 6. Xavier just played in. They're the 11.
Illinois for me.
Yeah, same. Kentucky, Troy. Oh, come on, Troy. Let's just make it so
Go
much
Trojans,
fun. Let's
go.
go, Trojans, just for fun. All right, we'll take Mark Pope and the Wildcats.
No.
Are we calling the
You guys
upset?
picking Troy?
Are we calling the upset?
That's what it's
this
all
is a
about.
Razorback show. We can't pick Kentucky.
I didn't know that's how you were filling out the whole dang bracket.
No.
Take who you want.
We got to go. We got to take a break. Oh, are we taking Troy or not?
Yes.
Okay, we got Troy beating Kentucky. UCLA, Utah State. UCLA.
Aggies.
Tennessee beats Wofford. All right, we got to hit a break. It's 7:33 on the Chuck and Bo Show. The story of the day. Troy. We have picked Troy to beat Kentucky. Say we're not emotional. Say it. Say it and act like you mean it. Back in a minute.
When you went into the Hall of Fame, I think it was at a Western Sizzler.
I think it was. It was at a motel. It wasn't a hotel. It was a motel.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Discover the Stonebreaker Hotel, where handcrafted elegance meets modern comfort. Relax in beautifully designed rooms, or book your next reservation at the Stonebreaker Lounge and Restaurant, where you can satisfy cravings with fresh, seasonal takes on traditional favorites. Open daily from 5 to 9 p.m. For more information, log on to stonebreakerhotel.com, located on Markham Road in Fayetteville, where you'll find the Stonebreaker Hotel and Restaurant.
And I listen in every day. Everybody know that. I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
Good.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Are you looking for the best Razorbacks insights and analysis?
Hell yes.
How about listening to an Arkansas football legend?
Matt Jones, all he does is make big plays.
What's the voice of the Hogs have to say?
Hey, what a great crowd last night.
Don't forget about the Omahogs.
The Hogs are going to Omaha.
Matt Jones, Chuck Barrett, and Phil Elson, the best in the business on the Hit That Line Podcast Network. Go to hitthatline.com or search Hit That Line wherever you listen to podcasts. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share.
Up to $10,000 off on select GMC Sierras at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The GMC Sierra will conquer the road with confidence. Up to $10,000 off. Or lease the all-new 2025 GMC Hummer EV. With hands-free driving assistance, go 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds for as low as $800 a month. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Do you have a roof problem? Looking for a solution? Hall's Roofing and Construction has your solution to your problem. Hall's Roofing and Construction offers free estimates, and they've been helping folks like you in the River Valley with unwanted roofing issues. Hall's Roofing and Construction, big or small, are here to solve all your roofing needs. Locally owned since 2015. Call 479-414-5753 or go to hallsroofingandconstruction.com. Solving roof problems one roof at a time.
Attention business owners, are you overpaying for your website, dropping thousands up front and shelling out more than $95 a month? Stop the madness! With Modular Orange, you get a custom-built, fully managed website for just $95 a month. No hidden fees, no headaches. They write it, build it, launch it, update it, and secure it so you can focus on your business. Ditch the overpriced hassle and go simple. Visit modularorange.com today. That's modularorange.com.
Happy New Year from Sharp Equipment. Come on over to the new Sharp Equipment today and explore what all Sharp has to offer. From our latest offers and deals as a Wacker Newson dealer to customized hydraulic and industrial hoses, equipment repairs, and as a Cinnabogan authorized service provider, we're able to offer even more. Stop in to check out the new location at 5608 Wheeler Avenue in Fort Smith, or give us a call at 479-649-0500 to see how at Sharp Equipment we help you move more than just the world. We help you move forward. Sharp Equipment, your Wacker Newson dealer.
Hey everybody, this is Tyson Van. Dad, tell everyone about your job at Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash.
Power washing, son. I've been working in the business for over 15 years, all over the River Valley and Northwest Arkansas, residential or commercial. At Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash, our cleaning services include exterior home, fence, driveways, walkways, gutters, pool deck cleansing, and more.
Call my dad at 479-763-5561.
Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash. One call cleans it all.
At Evans Body Shop, we take pride in delivering exceptional customer service to our customers. Here's what some of them have to say.
It was the kindness that got me. Then I witnessed their work.
And their customer service was just exceptional.
They are so kind and understanding, and they let you feel like you don't need to worry about anything, especially dealing with the insurance company. That was great, and the repair work was tremendous.
Evans Body Shop, where we meet the nicest people by accident.
Let's go. It's Hot Wing Madness at TGI Fridays in Fort Smith. Hey, this is Phil Elson. Join me and Matt Jones for Halftime Live at TGI Fridays in Fort Smith for the first 2 days on Thursday and Friday of the Big Dance. Chow down on 50-cent wings, $3 pints, and $15 buckets of beer. Hot Wing Madness is back. 50-cent wings Thursday and Friday at TGI Fridays, I-540 and Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith. You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
In my time, and in Cal's time, and in Rick's time, there's been numerous instances where the spotlight can be on one or two of us. I'm happy with being the odd man out. I'm happy with being the third wheel right now.
Chuck and Bo Show.
I just want to go on record and say that that's 100% not true. I don't believe him at all.
Yeah, I was thinking he's lying through his teeth.
I don't believe
right
Bill
now.
Self for 2 seconds. And I'm going to tell you, Kansas might come out. Nobody knows what's going to happen. I mean, that's why sports gambling is a thing. We all act like we know, and we get feelings, and sometimes we're right. Like Chuck says, nobody loves more than being able to say. Nobody loves it more than being able to say, I told you so. I got it. I was right. I predicted it. But predictions make fools out of all of us. But I'm going to tell you this about this game. I find it like so different sides of the spectrum for Kansas and Arkansas coming into this game. Arkansas has battled the coffin comments from Cal, the left for dead. Would they even win a conference game? Are they going to make – I mean, we've spent the last month talking about are they going to get in the tournament. And not only are they in the tournament, they're playing as well as they've played all year. That's how Arkansas comes into the tournament. Kansas comes into the tournament having apologized to its fan base for the season they're having. That's just, to me, that's just massively different attitudes and feelings. And here Bill Self is, and Bill Self is as affable and as personable and great in front of the camera as anybody. But, man, he is in, like, this you don't even matter zone all of a sudden with Cal and Pitino and them getting all the love and Pitino having the year. I mean, these guys, come on, they have egos. And you think Bill Self is enjoying this, not being the guy? No way. I mean, I don't know what that's going to mean for Kansas, but they're in a completely different spot than they've been.
When I heard Bill Self say that yesterday, I wondered what his players were thinking. And, you know, sometimes with coaches, you got to figure out who they're talking to when they say things. You know, when Bill Self, a Hall of Fame coach of Kansas, basketball school, you know, birthplace of the game, when those players hear their coach say, I don't mind being the third wheel. I don't mind being the third wheel. If I was a player, you know, I would, and I loved my coach, I would want to play for my coach in this situation. Everybody's talking about Pitino and Cal. I'd want to play for my guy too. So I'm sure that part of that's going on with them. At least I would think that it would be. But there's no doubt. It is Cal, Pitino, Cal, and Bill Self is a distant third. Here in Providence, I know it's not that way nationwide, but here in Providence, he's not the story.
John Calipari said a lot of things yesterday, a lot of good things, a lot of interesting things. One of the things he talked about was the makeup of this team that has allowed them to overcome the adversity they have.
Really, really good kids, starting with DJ. He's a culture builder. Billy Richmond is opposite. He could care less, and that's how he plays, and I'm happy. So I got to deal with some of his turnovers. Carter has gotten so much better. Jonas is healthy. TB is taking advantage of his opportunity. And I say one guy's misery is another guy's opportunity, and TB's taking advantage. Now we need Z. We need him to play. Nelly, everybody wrote him off, and all of a sudden now Nelly's playing well. We were a brand new team. None of us ever saw each other. That means you better have good guys. And part of our thing, whether it be recruiting or this transfer portal, it's really important for us that they're good people, because it doesn't always go like this. Sometimes it goes like that, and the only way you can dig out is you have good people.
I mean,
they do have good kids.
Yeah.
But he set the culture, and that staff has set the culture. When Cal was saying we're okay, and everybody was screaming at the top of their lungs, no, we're not. You know, I mean, we fielded the calls on this show, read the texts every day. The outcry was, no, it's not okay. It's falling apart. You know, Cal was pretty calm, at least outwardly. I'm sure inside his gut was churning and he was grieving every loss. But outwardly, his approach never wavered. He never flinched. And I think the players fed off that. It is often so different internally than externally for a team. Cal really guards his players. I mean, he guards them fiercely. And I think the mindset within the group always was that we are not going to panic, and we're going to stick to what we do. And we're not going to change things, and we're not going to fall into the idea that all is lost. They did a really good job in that regard. Now, has it turned them into a team that's going to go to the Final Four? I'm not saying that. I mean, they could lose tonight. I don't think they're going to, but they could. Certainly they could. But when you're 0-5, and that was kind of the overriding sentiment, and it is kind of the overriding sentiment, frankly, in the group, is that this team was 0-5, and Boogie went out, and people wondered if they were even going to win a game, and here we are. I mean, we're in Providence. We're at the NCAA tournament. I think there's a lot of pride in that accomplishment.
I feel like the mindset of this team is where it needs to be. It doesn't win the game for you, but that's a positive. Like that's headed in your favor. That's headed in your direction. I think, Cal said, did we have that clip yet where he said on the McAfee show yesterday about how to go into the tournament? Let's listen to this.
I want our kids to understand that enjoy this and go for it. Show who you are. Have people watching the TV and say, man, they play hard. Man, they have fun. Look at them. How do they play together? If we get that done, that's all you can ask for as a coach.
I mean, that I feel that. I think they feel that. I think that's what you're going to get tonight. I'll be surprised if we see something other than that. Hey, What to Watch brought to you by Macadoodles, just north of the state line, and guess who? In Bentonville. Obviously, What to Watch is the NCAA tournament. The Hogs play tonight at 6:10 on CBS. Kansas, a 5-point favorite. But here on the Homer and Bo show, we're not we're not feeling that. I don't feel that at all. Give me Arkansas on the money line at Oaklawn Sports. The first game of the tournament is an 8-9 game. Creighton and Louisville, 11:15 on CBS, and then we have games all day.
Arkansas plus 170 on the money line.
I'll take them right now. How much can you give me on that, Bart? What do you have in your account right now? Let's take whatever you have in your account. Let's do it. I'm good for it. Hey, when you're watching the NCAA tournament, having a get-together, maybe a watch party, or you're just having a gathering, or you just want something you need to stock up with around the house, whether it's a nice bottle of wine, maybe an allocated bourbon, or you just want to try a variety of things, or you just want to stock up on your normal things. Macadoodles is always the place to go for the best assortment, competitive pricing, and the best, absolute best customer service. They'll walk you around the store, help you find whatever it is you're looking for. And every Wednesday, it's Wine Down Wednesday, 15% off every bottle of wine in the store, even if it's already on sale. Quite a deal at Macadoodles, just north of the state line, just north of Bella Vista, and at Guess Who in Bentonville. Bringing you What to Watch here on the Chuck and Bo Show. March Madness, 7:47. It's Thursday. Good morning. I mean, I don't know if it's old or just like...
Well, the world's changing. It's like Bart said a little bit ago. When he summed it up with 2 words. I mean, things change.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
If you haven't tried a flight by Yingling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yingling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yingling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
You know the sound, you know the place, and you know the time of year that means live racing at Oaklawn is coming. If your Oaklawn is playing favorites, letting it ride on long shots, or just soaking up the vibes of race day, it's time to make your plans and discover your Oaklawn. Live racing starts Friday, December 6th. Reserve seats, rooms in our hotel, or a spot in your favorite Oaklawn restaurant at oaklawn.com.
This is my Oaklawn.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Ready or not, it is tax season. But luckily, H&R Block is here. Whether you need expert help with your taxes or simply have a question or two, your neighborhood H&R Block is here for you. Taxes are hard, but filing with H&R Block is easy. Walk in or make an appointment and get 100% accuracy and your max refund guaranteed. Put 70 years of tax expertise to work for you. Get those taxes squared away today.
at H&R Block.
It seems like everything is more expensive this year, but at Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric, we're here to help lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Pascal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopascal.com today to schedule your service. Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric. Professional people, professional service. See dealer for details with approved credit. Restrictions apply.
Hey, it's Bo Mattingly, and McDonald Eye Associates is my one-stop for any vision need. The progressives they have me in are a game changer, and my new sunglasses are going to be great for baseball season. McDonald Eye was the first practice in the state to perform LASIK, and they have the most experience. They also have the new vision correction options for all ages, including cataract and clear lens replacement to see your best from all distances. For your best vision, McDonald Eye is the place to go.
Man, can you imagine if we all lived together, if we just walked into the living room at like 6 a.m. and just started talking each other's heads off? There's no good morning. I can't have my first cup of
somebody
coffee.
would get shot. The Chuck and Bo Show.
Harry Robinson Salisol Ford wants to buy or trade for your vehicle today, and they will give you top dollar. Pre-owned car values are at historic all-time highs, and your car today is worth more than it ever will be again. If you are driving a 2013 model or newer with 120,000 miles or less, bring it to Harry Robinson Salisol Ford, and they'll give you more than any other dealer. Even if you don't want to buy a new car, they'll still buy yours. Harry Robinson Salisol Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Salisol.
Spring has arrived, bringing warmer days, road trips, and unpredictable spring showers. That's why it's the perfect time to visit Southern Tire Mart. From top quality tires to expert service at competitive prices, we'll make sure your vehicle is ready for all your spring adventures. Visit our Fort Smith location at 9700 Highway 271 and let us prepare your ride for whatever the season brings. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
Looking to protect yourself and your family this flu season? Law's Drug Store at 6802 Rogers Avenue offers the latest vaccines for adults and seniors in both COVID-19 and the flu. Law's Drug Store has friendly pharmacists ready to assist you with no appointment necessary. Call 452-6116. It's quick, it's easy, and in most cases, free with your insurance. Law's Drug Store, 6802 Rogers Avenue behind Outback Steakhouse. Open 6 days a week to care for you and your family.
The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Online and on the air and now everywhere you go. Tune in to the greatest moments of Razorback sports with Chuck Barrett, Bo Mattingly, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Phil Elson, Matt Jones, and Ruskin and Zach with our Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Stay connected no matter where you go with the Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Download for free in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Just search Hit That Line Now. It's fueled by Taco Bell. You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
He's dancing. Smith is there. Accelerates. No! Rebound, Note. That's it. Arkansas is going to the Sweet 16.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
If you're out watching the game somewhere today, ask about a Flight by Yuengling. Give it a try. Flight by Yuengling, 95 calories, the taste of Yuengling, but a light beer. It's Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. All right, back to the bracket we go. Chuck, we got to roll through this. We got to get it done.
Okay.
Me and you, it's our bracket in the contest. You can go on social media and click on the bracket contest. Bart, how else can you find where the bracket link is?
Beat Bart's bracket.
Yeah, social media, it's all over there. You can go to the ESPN Tournament Challenge. Just search the Chuck and Bo Show.
All right, we've already picked first-round games. Auburn, Louisville. Chuck, who do you like?
Auburn.
I'm going with you on that. Michigan, Texas A&M.
Michigan.
Oh, I don't know. Kind of like A&M.
You can have it.
Okay, you're going to give me A&M?
I'll run with that.
Okay, then A&M, Auburn. I'm going A&M.
I'm going Auburn.
Need a tiebreaker, guys. A&M, Auburn.
Auburn.
Oh, man. I lost to the team. All right, Ole Miss, Iowa State.
Ole Miss.
All right. New Mexico, Michigan State.
Michigan State.
Tom Izzo. Michigan State, Ole Miss.
Michigan State.
Well, we did some damage there. Auburn, Michigan State.
Auburn.
Chuck's got Auburn making a run here with me. Okay, they're in the Final Four. Our first Final Four team is set. This is what happens, folks. We don't fill out a bracket. We're doing it together live on the air. You can get yours done before 11 o'clock today, and you'll be in the bracket contest to win a $150 gift card to Walk-Ons. By the way, there's no better place to watch the games. If you got a Walk-Ons near you, over 60 televisions, more beers on tap, and you can count great food.
Time.
It's a fantastic time. Almost 8 o'clock on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Guys, regardless of our age, feeling good is something we all want. That's what the Sweatnum Edge is all about. It's where health, confidence, and peak performance come together. We all face challenges like low energy, hair loss, who's looking at me, stubborn weight, and skin health. The good news is we can do something about it. Get your free evaluation today and see where you are. Chuck and I have both done it and are better off for it. Log on to SweatnumCosmetic.com and click on the Sweatnum Edge.
I always enjoy talking about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company. If you followed my radio career, you remember they were partners on the original sports rap radio program over 20 years ago. We've done business together from an advertising perspective, but more importantly, they've been my partners in buying and selling homes. I'd recommend them to anybody. They're in Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, and in Branson. Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, turning houses into homes since 1978.
There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. And every Wednesday is Wine Down Wednesday. 15% off every bottle of wine in the store, even if it's already on sale. But when it comes to selection, amazing prices, and unbeatable customer service, Macadoodles and Guess Who in Bentonville is second to none. Wine, beer, and spirits. Stock up for your next party, or just stop by and grab your favorite. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Why don't you just kind of style it up a little bit at the game? Let's get your drip going.
Hey, I got a lot more drip than you think.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's #1 mobile app for placing sports wagers.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen, because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid, and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, sunny skies today. A high this afternoon in the mid to upper 50s. We should see a clear to partly cloudy sky tonight. Overnight lows will drop down to near 35 degrees. Sunny skies are high well into the upper 60s on Friday. Back to the upper 60s to near 70 Saturday. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Come Get You Some, Arkansas's premier off-road superstore. Call 782-MUD today.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today and see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit can save you up to $500 off your tax bill.
This ad sponsored by the Sebastian County Assessor and paid for by Amendment 79.
Before you buy that next car or truck, stop by Broadway Motors in Van Buren. The best of the best for 2 straight years. Michael and his team offer the best prices on the best quality pre-owned vehicles in the River Valley. They invite you to stop by and check it out for yourself. Or if you prefer to check out their inventory online or even do your financing online. Michael has built his reputation as a husband, father, and owner-operator since 2006. Broadway Motors, 806 Broadway in Van Buren, or online at BroadwayMotorsAR.com.
You're listening to ESPN 95.3, KERX Paris Fort Smith.
Dumps it underneath. Golden shot blocked by Brazil.
Oof. Oof.
Let's go.
It's Hot Wing Madness at TGI Fridays in Fort Smith. Hey, this is Phil Elson. Join me and Matt Jones for halftime live at TGI Fridays in Fort Smith for the first 2 days on Thursday and Friday of the Big Dance. Chow down on 50-cent wings, $3 pints, and $15 buckets of beer. Hot Wing Madness is back. 50-cent wings Thursday and Friday at TGI Fridays, I-540 and Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith.
I'm new in town, but not new to Oklahoma law. Hi, I'm Jackie Mock with Mock Legal Solutions. I've been licensed to practice law in Oklahoma for 13 years, so it was time to put down some roots. Smack dab across from the Sequoia County Courthouse in Sallisaw. We offer low flat fees and payment plans to fit every budget. So if you need a lawyer, drop by, check us out online, or call us at 918-238-2363. Mock Legal Solutions, real advice, reasonable price.
You tell them I'm coming, and hell's coming with me, you hear?
Hey, this is Dr. Cole Johnson at River Valley Smile Center. You hear my partner, Dr. Charles Liggett, at 12:15 on halftime every Monday. Dr. Liggett and I have worked at River Valley Smile Center together for 11 years now. Like the Hogs, we have a great team. Do you have a unique dental procedure, a complex dental problem, or are you just nervous about dental work? Come see me for sedation dentistry, implants, implant-supported dentures, as well as cosmetic dentistry. We are located at 8309 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith at the River Valley Smile Center. Check us out online at rivervalleysmiles.com or call 479-646-0706.
Remodeling your bathroom? Don't let your imagination be limited by out-of-the-box shower doors or tub enclosures. Arkansas Glass and Mirror is your local source for all things glass, including plexiglass, mirrors, and shower doors since 1964. Arkansas Glass and Mirror has more selections, better prices, and the experience to help you build the shower of your dreams. They also have the only showroom in the area to help you create those dreams. Professional installation and professional service. Only at Arkansas Glass and Mirror, 1316 South Zero, Fort Smith, or online at arkansasglassandmirror.com.
You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I asked Twitter's AI who would win the next 50 national championships in college basketball.
Why would you do that?
And in the year 2050, 25 years from now, the Arkansas Razorbacks will be national champions again.
2050. I don't think I'm going to make it that far.
Come on, Chuck. Don't say things like that.
Well,
put yourself on the clock like
the
that.
odds are not in my favor. I'll just put it that way. I'm not sure I want to live quite that long.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this much.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You don't mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "Let's start on the Chuck and Bo Show."
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still happy.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Chuck's in Providence. I'm in the studio. Got the Arkansas shirt on today, Chuck. I'm ready to be a fan.
You do.
I'm ready just to go enjoy the game and be a fan.
I like it.
It's going to be fun
That
to
looks
talk
like
about
one of those
tomorrow.
shirts from 1994. It's really got that good look.
It's a gift.
Yeah.
And as soon as I stand up and show it, they went full screen to you.
Well, it really is a good look. I mean, really is a good look.
Thanks. I'm thinking about wearing it all day.
We're kind of matching, Bo.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Oh, look at Edwards' way throwback. Edwards vintage. Anyhow, get your Razorback gear on today. Go root for the Hogs. We've talked a month about whether they'd be in this position, and here they are playing Kansas. And I'm excited about today. I'm not as excited as Bart, but I'm excited about today.
This is one of the best sports days of the year.
Oh.
I mean, this is one of the best sports days. If you can get away with it, you can start at 11 o'clock this morning and watch until, what, Bart, midnight? Will it go till midnight tonight?
Yeah. I mean, it will.
I won't make it that far. But I'll make it through.
I'm just saying if you can get away with it.
Yeah. I'm going to watch a lot of basketball today. And I'm looking forward to it. We got to finish the bracket. We'll fill that out. Well, in fact, let's just hammer it down right now.
All right, let's do it.
We may have Clay, we may not, but let's rip through some games here.
We do have Clay.
Is he on right now?
Yeah. the connection got screwed up with the phone system here, but we do have Clay.
Okay, well somebody.
I'll bring him up. Why don't you give him a proper introduction? I'll bring Clay in.
Clay's joined us. How's that?
There we go.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, sounds like we've done a hell of a job there. All right, Florida, UConn.
My screen's come back up. By the way, my screen has come back up.
Let me know when we have them. Florida, UConn. Who do you like, Chuck?
Florida.
Memphis, Maryland.
Maryland.
I'll go there with you. Missouri, Texas Tech. Texas Tech's really good. That's what Bart tells us. Really, really good.
I'm going to have to part company. I think Missouri's really good, too.
We're going SEC. Chuck and I are going SEC.
Boo.
Arkansas, St. John's. Arkansas, St. John's, Chuck.
Well, I'm not picking against the Razorbacks.
Me either.
I mean, you can't ask me to do that.
Me either. Arkansas, Missouri. We're going Arkansas. Well, Arkansas is just going to – we got to knock them out at some point.
Blow away the field.
We got our bracket's Arkansas strong.
You guys can pick how you want. I'm not going to pick the Arkansas games.
Of course
I'm not
not.
going to do that.
You and Kirk Herbstreit can't do that.
That's right. That's right.
I'll say. I mean, if Arkansas beats St. John's, I don't know. Like they can win again. I'm going to have them beating Missouri. All right, Florida, Maryland.
Florida.
We got Florida and Arkansas to go to the Final Four. I'll just go ahead and eliminate the Razorbacks there, just because you can't. Do we have Clay?
Efforting.
How about you let me know when we do, and I'll quit asking.
Yeah.
Houston, Gonzaga.
Houston.
I'm with you. Clemson, Purdue.
Ooh.
I'm going.
What do you think? Flip a coin?
Purdue.
Okay.
I know it's gambler's poison. Purdue is. Illinois, Troy. Illinois. UCLA, Tennessee. Tennessee beats Illinois. Houston beats Purdue.
Yep.
And Tennessee beats Houston. You with me on that?
Okay.
That's Chuck and I filling out our brackets. It's riveting radio. And
it is good.
We've got Tennessee in the Final Four. We'll finish it off maybe later. All right, Clay Henry's with us. Clay is a friend of the show. He's a friend of many. And I know Clay's ready for the NCAA tournament. Clay, I feel like Chuck and I have talked about, we like the attitude, the mentality, and quite frankly, Arkansas seeming to play some of their better basketball headed into March. Kansas has gone the other direction. So as we jump into the NCAA tournament here, how are you feeling about the game?
Well, I like Arkansas's chances. I mean, I think, but I mean, it's you got two Final Four coaches, and it should be just a fun game. I mean, this game might set a record for coach shots. You know, I mean, they're not going to show Chuck on the bench. I mean, doing his radio call.
It's the Taylor Swift
thing.
thing.
Cal and still.
How many cutaways do we get of the coaches?
I mean, I'm going to count them. I'm going to have a little sheet here, just a little stick marks. Okay,
Whatever it is, you should count them, and then we'll compare that to the next game. Because if Patino and Cal, that's going to be, I don't know if they'll probably miss some of the game while showing Cal and Patino if that were the case.
Yeah. Well, I was listening to. I like to watch those pregame press conference yesterday. Cal's like, I guess they got some good Italian food in Providence. I guess they do. I don't know.
I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, and I bet you both of those guys know they can rank the top 10 Italian places there, and they come in and they're like, yeah, the usual coach, yeah.
There's a restaurant district here. If you've been to St. Louis, to the Hill,
they've
got the equivalent of that here in Providence. It's just a row of Italian restaurants.
Can't be bad. I mean, Gene and I load up and go to the Hill every once in a while, just like and go into a different place, and it won't matter.
They're all good.
Pags told me, he says, it won't matter. Go to any of them.
That's kind of the way this place is, I think.
Clay, what do you think this game comes down to tonight? If you had to just bottom line it, Boogie's gonna. I think they're gonna play Boogie more on the wing. I think he'll be. I'm not saying he's not gonna handle the ball at all, but I don't think they come into him like, "Hey, DJ, you're not the point guard now." I think they're looking for him to, knock down some threes, be another shooter, defend. But that's just one element. What do you think about what do you think it comes down to?
Well, he's a guy to get some bodies some rest. I mean that they've ached for that. The last 5 minutes, to me, it's like, hey, they have the game where they want it with 6-7 minutes to go, and then they're just exhausted. So that's what I think he helps. And I don't know, if he scores a little, that's something else. But it's just to get him to the end with fresher legs so they can make free throws. Because I mean, we all know when you're tired that's a hard thing to do. You just see those guys huffing and puffing when they go to the line. So I think that will help. We know that Bill Self, and he's an old friend. What they're gonna try to do is take away those direct line drives that Arkansas. They work it on the perimeter, and then one of those guys puts his head down and he goes to the hoop. And for a while it was Thero. I mean, it's just like, he looked like Darren McFadden going in there sometimes. I mean, they're not going to stop him, and he's going to dunk. Now it's Richmond or Knox, or Wagner, and I'm sure that both coaches are going to make adjustments as we go, and it'll come down to a play or two. I think it's a grind them out game. I mean, I can't wait to watch it. I don't know who's going to win. I mean, Kansas is favored, but I think Cal probably likes that. I mean, he's been playing the underdog role. We talked about that again yesterday, and I think that's when you're in the NCAA tournament and you can play underdog or respect, or lack of it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Nolan did that. I think that's the beauty of what great coaches, they find that.
I think obviously everybody's, trying to push whatever buttons they can, and all that matters to a certain extent. And then you just get out there and play. I like the mindset that Arkansas is in, but I like the way Arkansas is playing. Look, when Arkansas shoots the ball horribly, they lose. There's a lot of other factors, but when they shoot horribly, they lose. When they don't shoot horribly, I mean, when they just are decent, I mean, they're in the game and you expect them to win. And so, I'm watching for, are shots falling at all, or is it just one of these days where nothing's going in and you can't believe? I mean, they're missing layups and they're all that stuff. But when they make a few shots, I think they can play with anybody. And
that's all true.
Yeah.
That's all true. But I think the crux of it, what's happened as the season's gone along, is that they don't make the egregious defensive errors. And they did for a while. They're playing freshmen. They were playing 3 freshmen for a while. Now they're going to be playing 3 freshmen again. But they just made mistakes on defense. It just, I call it rough edges. And as the season's gone along, this staff, and it's more than just Cal. They got good coaches on the staff. You can see they have fixed the rough edges, and they can get stops. And that's what winning basketball is. Now, when you're getting defensive stops, that means you can get out in transition and you make a few more shots. You might get some uncontested threes. You might, you can get some dunks, man. Those are pretty good shots. But I just think as the season's gone along, and Cal talked about this, some of those guys were in dark places because they're screwing up, and he's got to get on them and try to fix that. I mean, it's not just you're doing great all the time. They got to, but I think as they get confidence that they know what they're doing, they're making more shots. So I think it all goes together. And then you make a shot, your defense gets tougher. So it's kind of like the snowball's going downhill instead of it not going at all. Hey, they're fun to watch. He's a good coach. I have said this for about 10 years. Arkansas fans, like, well, he does the least with the most. Bull crap. Guy can coach. He's always could coach. I watched that UMass team, carve up Arkansas. Man, they did everything right. And you watch Memphis, and they made free throws that you couldn't beat them. Every once in a while, they didn't make free throws. But his teams have always been well coached, and he's got guys that are just brand new to the college game, and he's coaching them up. They're getting better and better as the season. A lot like what we've seen the last 6-7 weeks.
Clay, do you wonder about how the game's going to be called?
Yeah.
I do, based on how it's been called in the SEC this year.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I watched a lot of that, the SEC, and watched the tournament, watch the games, yeah. But then in between games, they get the coaches up there, and they had Florida's coach Golden up there, and I can't remember who it was. Said, well, they've kind of let you guys play in the SEC, rough and tumble, physical, not calling fouls, a lot of games. And that's about to change, isn't it, Coach? He goes, yeah, we're going to talk about that a couple of days of practice next week.
Yeah,
because,
I remember he said that.
Yeah, and I mean, I know that's true. And, the SEC's got the most athletic players. They let them go. One thing they've let go in some of those Arkansas games is they didn't call walking. I mean, they didn't call it. There's a South Carolina guy out on the wing, and he just kind of scooting along.
traveling's it's American Airlines took that over, and they've never gotten it back in basketball. I mean, they don't even care about traveling anymore. Like if you call it travel, it's shocking at this point.
Okay, I watched last night. They called traveling. They did.
I did see that one call. There was one traveling call. I saw it last. I happened to be watching
more
it.
Than they've seen in any other
just
game.
completely jumped off the screen at me. I mean, it was it was like somebody swore in the middle of the broadcast is how it jumped out at me.
Yeah,
you got to remember these guys are graded as we go. They advance. They advance just like teams do.
Absolutely, they do. Yeah, and.
That's actually not
the
encouraging.
The way it's been played, it's like
it's going to be a whistle. I mean, look, that's the game. Like, if you want to, we got to go. We'll make this point.
I'm sorry,
but Clay, I think this game really. How do they call it with Hunter Dickinson and Jonas Adu and TB and Adisa?
Critical.
Like, that's a huge part of this game. Does Dickinson get in foul trouble? Is he causing all the fouls against Arkansas? Like, how does that play out?
Yeah, hey, it's just like the Final Four, 77, 78, Arkansas, Kentucky. Steve Shaw got 3 fouls in the first 8 minutes of the game. Boom. That was the game. I mean, that was the game.
David and Cersei called it, Chuck. When does Adu pick up a second foul?
Look, we may be old school. We may be imagining something that's not going to occur tonight. They may let them do whatever they want. They kind of have during the course of the season. But I have to admit, in the back of my mind, it's always a concern because these guys advance just like teams do. If they have a bad day, there is no round of 32, or there's certainly not a Sweet 16. And they're graded as they go, and supervisors sit in the stands. And I've just seen it happen before, and so we'll see, I guess.
Man. Clay, thanks. Enjoy the game. We'll catch up soon. Good stuff. Glad we got
it. Thank you.
All right, man.
Thank you all for having me.
Clay Henry, you can read his stuff, wholehogsports.com, Northwest Arkansas Democrat Gazette. You can hear him throughout the day on ESPN Arkansas. He's a legend, and he's still rolling strong right there. Clay Henry. We didn't even get to ask him about his bracket, but I'm sure he's got a winner. Hey, we're brought to you in part by Hog Trough.
He'll win the Fly Shop bracket.
He'll win the Fly Shop bracket contest in Norfolk.
That's right.
Or is it in Cotter? Which one's he at? I don't know. Somewhere over there. You can find him. Yeah, you know where he is. Hog Trough Gutters, locally owned and operated with over 30 years of experience. They do it all. Seamless gutters made on site, trenching and French drains, fully licensed and insured. Every job comes with a 20-year warranty. They service all of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. And if they're outside the area, they'll still answer your questions. The greatest thing is take a picture of whatever you think the issue is. Log on to Hog Gutters, H-O-G, gutters.com. There's a number there. You can text in the photo. They'll get back to you on what they think the issue is, the solution can be, or they'll just answer a question for you free of charge. If you've got any sort of cleanup gutter issue you need done, they'll help you out. Don't wait. Aluminum prices are going up at the end of the month. That means gutters and all that stuff are going to cost more. So get your work booked now. Get it done. Go to Hog Gutters, Gutters, H-O-G-Gutters, hoggutters.com. 8:20, the Chuck and Bo Show. Day one, March Madness. Good morning.
If I didn't have you and Bart and Edward to lean on, where would I be? And I think about other people that don't have that.
That's what we do. We lift each other up.
Yeah.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
The doors are open, and it's a new era of elegance. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry has unveiled its stunningly redesigned 8,500 square foot showroom for an unmatched luxury experience. There's breathtaking jewelry, of course, expert service, and private viewing rooms designed for comfort. And they've got an in-house cafe with handcrafted coffee to go along with a special coffee table book celebrating Arkansas's heritage. Because it's more than jewelry. It's your story at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry.
We care a lot about supporting Arkansas businesses here on the Chuck and Bo Show, and we both like keeping our rides looking good. Splash Car Wash just became our new neighbors here in Fayetteville. They're a locally owned Arkansas business, and they've been serving the state since 1989. They're good folks, and you can get a free car wash by texting Splash Arkansas to 22322. That's Splash Arkansas to 22322.
Ready or not, it is tax season. But luckily, H&R Block is here. Whether you need expert help with your taxes or simply have a question or two, your neighborhood H&R Block is here for you. Taxes are hard, but filing with H&R Block is easy. Walk in or make an appointment and get 100% accuracy and your max refund guaranteed. Put 70 years of tax expertise to work for you. Get those taxes squared away today at H&R Block.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
Today's been a strange day.
Yeah, we've had some struggles here. Let's just be blunt. Can we be blunt?
Well, it's 50-50 at best.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Save up to $5,000 on select Buick Envisions at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The Buick Envision showcases inspired design with exclusive features in this 5-passenger SUV. Or drive the brand new Buick Envista, a stylish crossover, for as low as $399 per month. These are limited time offers. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith or online at harryrobinson.com.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Every Wednesday night, take the kids to Joe's Grill and Cantina. They will get a delicious meal for $5. And Joe's is bringing out the crayons for a coloring contest where the kids can win cool prizes. And the fun is just starting. It's Kids Karaoke Night. Let that star shine. Join Joe's every Wednesday for Kids Night with the fun atmosphere of Joe's. Come for the food, stay for the fun. Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street, across from Harps.
Hey, it's Ty Richardson, my buddy Simon Wheeler with Wheeler Power Sports. Stop by the studio.
If you have a name brand motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side you would consider selling or trading, call or text or use bike buyers at 479-783-5822 or visit us online at wheelerpowersports.com. Buy, sell, or trade Wheeler is the one for 2025. Proud to be Fort Smith's authorized dealer for Kawasaki, Suzuki, Polaris, and Slingshot.
Simon Wheeler at Wheeler Power Sports in downtown Fort Smith, keeping the good times rolling since 1967.
You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
Playing someone that I really respect and have a friendship with, hard in this thing. It's hard because both of us are going to try to beat the other guy's brains in.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
A couple of things that March Madness signifies. Besides basketball's here, tax season's here. April 15th is coming fast. So walk in or make an appointment with H&R Block and get 100% accuracy and your max refund guarantee. Let 70 years of tax expertise go to work for you at H&R Block. Taxes is one. And then from TC, who texted the show, happy vasectomy madness weekend to all of you gentlemen having this procedure done today or this weekend. Because as any man who's had a vasectomy knows, the only time to get one is during March Madness. Because that is the built-in excuse to lay there with a sack of frozen peas in between your legs and watch the entire day 1 and 2 of the tournament without being asked or told that you need to do anything else.
I think I could come up with a different excuse. I mean, I don't think you got to go that far.
I'm just telling you, if you're going to get it done, do it at a time when you've got basketball to watch all day long for 2 days in a row. And then milk it into the weekend. And then, you start working your way out of it about, Monday. Speaking from experience, it's a good move. So,
okay.
Chuck is wildly uncomfortable.
Yeah, I am. I'm squirming all over the place right now.
I appreciate the text. I thought it was right on time. All right, let's get back to the bracket, Chuck. So we have a bracket contest. It's Beat Bart. I haven't filled one out. Chuck hasn't filled one out. Let's not get into that. I know it's lame. We're lame. If you listen to the show, you already know that. You're still here. We're over it. Sorry. Anyhow, we are going to do this real quick. We'll finish our bracket. Duke Baylor. We got these games left. Duke Baylor, Chuck. How about Duke?
Duke.
All right. Oregon, Arizona.
Oregon.
Once a Razorback, always a Razorback. We're staying with Dana Altman.
Yeah.
BYU, Wisconsin.
BYU.
No, Chuck.
BYU.
All right, I'll let you pick that one.
VCU.
I'll let you pick. They don't even think that either one of those teams are getting that far. Okay, we got an SEC rematch. Vanderbilt and Alabama.
Alabama.
Round of 32. I like Alabama. All right, now we're Alabama, BYU. We like Alabama again?
I like Alabama to beat BYU.
In the Sweet 16. Okay, Duke and Oregon.
Duke.
It's where we depart our Razorback allegiance to Dana Altman.
It's where we go back to Omaha.
All right, now we have Duke and Alabama.
Alabama.
Duke goes down to Alabama. Well, our Final Four is set. We have 2 1s and 2 2s. And they're all from the SEC.
I'm not surprised. It's going to be like Saturday. It's going to be like the semifinals in Nashville.
All right, and one Final Four game. We've got Auburn and Florida. Who do you like?
I think Florida wins
I got
it all.
Florida. Alabama and Tennessee. Who do you like?
I like Alabama.
Really? I think it's Tennessee.
Okay.
You want to give
I've
it?
got Florida playing Alabama. You got Florida playing
Break
Tennessee.
the tie for us. Break the tie for us.
They already think we're. I mean, they think
No,
we've
Edward.
already
If I have to choose between those two, I'll go with Bama.
Bart.
Rick Barnes won't get to a championship game.
Okay, so Alabama
Who
and
do you
Florida.
guys have?
Who do you guys have? Yeah, hold on.
I can't reveal
we
the
got
bracket
Chuck and
before
I
the
have
game
Florida.
starts.
Chuck and I have Florida winning it all. Okay.
I've been very open that I have.
Chuck,
Florida
what do you
winning
want
it
the
all.
final score to be? 76-72.
88-74.
88-74. Wow, it's a
It's
rout.
going to be decided.
Okay.
Blowout.
Okay. I've just submitted the bracket.
Hey.
Yeah. You want to do another one?
I don't know if we can beat Bart's bracket, but
All right,
ours
so
is beatable.
Who do you guys
Ours
have in
is
the
beatable.
Who do you have in the Final Four? Quickly, and then we got Bart's locks coming up here in a minute after we talk to Zach Gillum. Bart's got locks, by the way.
Well, of course I have locks.
Who do you have in the Final Four? Quickly,
My
in the
Final
situation
Four
room. Chevy or
is
Fayetteville?
Florida, Tennessee, Alabama, and Michigan State.
Florida, Tennessee, Alabama, Michigan State.
Auburn, Duke, Houston, Maryland.
Wow. See, now
the Crab Five.
Edwards are well-rounded.
Five.
He's a well-rounded non-SEC homer in this situation. Congratulations to you. Yeah.
I'm going all SEC, man.
All SEC. Bart's in the Chevy of Fayetteville situation room. We got locks coming up, and we got Zach Gillum on how you can bet the NCAA tournament. Director of Sports Betting at Oaklawn Sports. When we come back, day one of March Madness, it's 8:30. We're counting down to tip-off.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
All right, well, congratulations, Coach.
I made some good calls today.
You sure did. You sure did.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's Bo Mattingly, and McDonald Eye Associates is my one-stop for any vision need. The progressives they have me in are a game changer, and my new sunglasses are going to be great for baseball season. McDonald Eye was the first practice in the state to perform LASIK, and they have the most experience. They also have the new vision correction options for all ages, including cataract and clear lens replacement to see your best from all distances. For your best vision, McDonald Eye is the place to go.
We were 0-5. They put us all in the coffin. They just didn't put the nails in.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Here's the 1-1. Swung on, skied into left. That ball's hit pretty well. It is gone. Brett Eibner's hit a home run and the ball game's tied. Brett Eibner has hit a home run and the ball game is tied. The Razorbacks down to their final out, and Eibner, for all his troubles this season, has just saved things.
Listen to every Razorback baseball game on ESPN 95.3 and hitthatline.com.
Save up to $5,000 on select Buick Envisions at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The Buick Envision showcases inspired design with exclusive features in this 5-passenger SUV. Or drive the brand new Buick Envista, a stylish crossover, for as low as $399 per month. These are limited time offers. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith, or online at harryrobinson.com.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's #1 mobile app for placing sports wagers.
There's big news in the mobile sports betting business. Bet Saracen was just named the 15th largest sports book in America. That's because Arkansans like to do business with a winner. Find all your winners on Bet Saracen. Download it today and look for my RR prop bet specials. I pick them, you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Online and on the air and now everywhere you go. Tune in to the greatest moments of Razorback sports with Chuck Barrett, Bo Mattingly, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Phil Elson, Matt Jones, and Ruskin and Zach with our Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Stay connected no matter where you... The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Download for free in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Just search Hit That Line Now. It's fueled by Taco Bell.
Spring has arrived, bringing warmer days, road trips, and unpredictable spring showers. That's why it's the perfect time to visit Southern Tire Mart. From top quality tires to expert service at competitive prices, we'll make sure your vehicle is ready for all your spring adventures. Visit our Fort Smith location at 9700 Highway 271 and let us prepare your ride for whatever the season brings. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
Winter might be downtime for some, but it's uptime for savings at WT Equipment in Springdale. For a limited time, choose between 0% financing or cashback offers on New Holland Workmaster Utility Series tractors. Plus, New Holland's 60-month, 2,000-hour Premier Protection Plan included at no extra cost. Don't miss out on these winter-exclusive deals. Available now through March 31st. Visit WT Equipment in Springdale today or call us for details.
Dozy Place has now been serving award-winning steaks for over 20 years. Celebrate your special birthday, holiday, person, or just because at Dozy Place. Start with delicious appetizers and your choice of drinks from the largest selection of wines, beer, and liquor in the River Valley. Dozy Place is open Tuesday through Thursday 5 till 9 and Friday and Saturday 5 till 10. Reservations are recommended, so call 784-9111. 784-9111 for Dozy Place, 422 North 3rd Street, Fort Smith.
Valley Family Dental at the entrance to Riley Farms provides every type of dental care and procedure for you and your family. General dentistry, braces, implants, same-day crowns, and cosmetics. Dr. Sparkman, Farmer, and now Dr. Blaine Van Nice work to give all of their patients a better life with a better smile. Valley Family Dental, 5901 Riley Park Drive, Suite A at the entrance to Riley Farms. Let them know you heard this on ESPN Radio and receive $300 off a snore guard. Valley Family Dental, 479-226-3500 for an appointment or visit valleyfamilydentalpractice.com.
You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
Well, Fayetteville is 1,843 miles away, but the call of the Hogs can be heard all the way to San Francisco.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Yeah, it is March Madness. It's here. It's a day that everybody's going to be having some fun on the Oaklawn Sports app, watching the games, drinking some Flight by Yingling, finding friends to text. I told you so. I can't believe that happened. It's all happening today. Oaklawn Sports, if you haven't downloaded the app yet, in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, get in on the action now. You can do a lot of things. We're about to talk about it in the NCAA tournament. Don't forget, new customers can earn up to $1,000 in bonus bets. Zach Gillum, Director of Sports Betting at Oaklawn Sports, joining us on the Chuck and Bo Show. Zach, happy March Madness. Is this the biggest day of the year for sports books?
So it might not be the biggest day, but it's definitely the biggest week or the biggest couple weeks when you look at it and the preparation that goes into it. The Super Bowl might take the cake in terms of the biggest event, so it might take the biggest day. But, in terms of excitement, this is right up there at the top. There's so much to wager on, 16 games today. Obviously, we have the first two rounds will take place over the next 2 days, and then we have Arkansas and Kansas tonight, 6:10.
What are some of the fun things you can do with March Madness at Oaklawn Sports?
So there are a lot to go through. Could have taken the whole show. I tried, but Bart said we got other things we have to do.
I had a whole bracket to fill out. Yeah, that was problematic.
Yeah. Just joking with you, but no, there's a lot. There's championship, Final Four, Elite Eight, Sweet 16. There's some head-to-head specials where you can wager on which team you think will make it further into the tournament, the winning conference, the winning state. You can wager on whether you think the winning mascot will be a tiger or a bulldog. Or actually, my favorite, if you're looking at those options, is will the winning team have a color in their name? The odds on that are plus 115. And right now, you get Auburn, Duke, Creighton, St. John's, Texas Tech, Alabama, and Marquette on that bet.
It's interesting, Zach. I was reading an article about the NCAA tournament and wagering. We focus on picking the bracket. Picking a bracket and betting on the NCAA tournament are two very, very different things, it seems.
Yes, they are, but, they can definitely have some correlation. If you have a really solid bracket, if you're picking those teams well and you're wagering on those, you should be doing pretty good. It just depends how you're putting them together, single wagers, if you're just making parlays. But hopefully if your bracket is fairly well together after this weekend, that means you had a good weekend with us here at Oaklawn Sports.
What kind of action? We've seen it move a little bit on the game tonight, Arkansas and Kansas. it's kind of going up and down a little bit. Kansas seems to be getting a lot of action. Is that true at Oaklawn?
We are seeing Arkansas action here, but no shocker across the country. You are seeing a little bit of Kansas, or a little more Kansas action coming in. Right now, we have the line Kansas -5. We opened at 4.5. It went to 5. Or I'm sorry, we opened at 5.5. It went to 4.5 pretty quickly, and it's kind of settled at 5. But it's going back and forth between that 4.5 and 5.5 number. The total is at 145.5. And if you're looking for the total points by Arkansas for the full game, right now that is 70.5.
What is a bet you like today at Oaklawn Sports for day one, all these games? What's something that you would point to, like that might be some fun?
Yeah, so one of the most popular that people are looking for is the buzzer beater. And yes, that is an option, and this would cover the entire tournament. Now, keep in mind, buzzer beater means the ball has to be in the air when the buzzer goes off, and that is even money. So if you think there's going to be a buzzer beater throughout the tournament, you can find that under the other bets for the NCAA tournament specials. And right now, the yes on that, even money.
That's crazy.
50-50.
That's crazy. Well, we have all these moments, but you don't realize they're not like a walk-off buzzer beater type moment. Like
Correct.
you can make a shot with 0.7 seconds.
It is that ball. The ball has to be in the air.
Yeah. Like, for example, the Alabama State win would not have qualified as a buzzer beater because there's less than a second left.
0.7 seconds left.
Right.
Correct. Yep. You're spot on. Yeah, the Hail Mary, 0.7 seconds left. Now, if somehow St. Francis had, launched up a 3 and that had gone in, then you would have had the qualification for the buzzer beater. But I think that's a fun one. And then for the Final Four, so that would be wagering on who's going to come out of each region. Those are on the board right now. You can parlay those if you want. I know Joe Klein liked 3 of the 1 seeds, and then Tennessee, the 2 seed coming out of the Midwest. That parlayed together is 25-1. So just to give you an idea, you can take the favorites. If you want all the 1 seeds, if you think all 4 1 seeds come out of their bracket, you're getting 12-1 on that. So many options there depending on what you're looking to do. Obviously, all the games are on the board. You can parlay those as well. There are player props, so we haven't even dove into what is available for Arkansas, but there are player props on the board for DJ Wagner, Trayvon Brazile, and Nelly Davis. Right now, their points, Wagner's at 10+, Brazile's at 10+, and Davis is at 15+. You have some rebound, assists, and 3-point options as well. I expect this to continue to expand as we get closer to tip-off. So just keep your eye on the board. If your player's not there or maybe the option you want's not there, just keep checking or feel free to contact our support, and we'll do our best to get that posted.
All right, one more before we get you out of here. What are there odds on an all-SEC Final Four?
All SEC Final Four. So that's the fun thing. We can go make it. You can kind of come up with what you would want. Just looking across the top line, Alabama, 2 seed out of the East, Tennessee, 2 seed out of the Midwest, Auburn, the 1 seed out of the South, Florida, the 1 seed out of the West. Those are the top SEC teams from each region. If you took those and parlayed them together, you are getting almost 78-1.
Let's go, Chuck.
Plus 779.
Hey, here
Let's
we
go, Chuck. That's our bracket,
on vacation,
buddy.
baby.
We're
going on vacation.
We are going on vacation to Branson. Actually, we'll be down at Oaklawn in a couple of weeks. We'll just do it there. We'll do our vacation there. Zach, great stuff. I hope it's a fun weekend for you. I know it will be for us. Oaklawn Sports can really add to the excitement, and we appreciate you sharing all that with us.
Thank you, Zach.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on. And, guys, don't forget, everyone listening up in the northwest part of the state, this is college weekend as well. So this is the perfect weekend to come on down to Oaklawn. You're going to have March Madness all weekend, live racing Friday, Saturday, Sunday. On Saturday, you will have a chance to win up to a $1,500 scholarship. Plus, there's some cool Apple products like a MacBook, iPad, AirPods, really fun stuff. All you need is your valid college ID. 18 years or older, bring your valid ID as well, and you can have some fun times and get some cool prizes.
It's a great idea. And by the way, quick plug, Zach. I mean, the Mainline Sports Bar there is a great place to watch the games, right?
It is phenomenal. Almost 100 screens, over 40 screens in the sports book, similar in our Silks restaurant. So 3 really solid options depending on what you're looking at. And that's what I like to tell people. The main line to me is the really great social environment, It's where you can have fun with everyone you're cheering with or against. Sportsbook might be for some of the more serious people. They're more in tune. They're really focused on all the screens in the games. So you have a choice. You can come either way. But we'll have people with us all weekend in the sportsbook that get there Thursday. In fact, they're probably sitting there right now, and they will be there Sunday when the last game tips.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great idea. Thanks so much, Zach. Appreciate the time. We'll talk soon.
Y'all have a great weekend.
Zach Gillum,
Thank you,
Director
Zach.
of Sports Wagering, Oaklawn Sports, the Oaklawn Sports app. If you're in the
78-1.
If you're in the Hot Springs area, that's a great idea. That's a great day right there. You know, some people dream of going to Vegas for like the first and second round or the first weekend of the NCAA tournament. I mean, if you're near Hot Springs and you can go there, you'll get a little bit of that experience. All right, we got to hit a break, and we got Bart's Locks coming up, Chuck. But yes, we are 78-1 on an all-SEC Final Four, and we are riding that wave until we can't anymore.
Casino down on that.
That's exactly right. Make it 2. I'm in for 1. You're in for 1.
All right.
We'll see how long it lasts. Good time to tell you about First Security Bank, the official bank of the Chuck and Bo Show. More convenient locations, helping you bank better every day. fsbank.com, online, First Security Bank, member FDIC. 8:45. Good morning.
Can we just say, for all of you who get up early in the morning and you work so hard, man, we're glad you're here. We just really appreciate all the work you do to make Arkansas better.
You talking to me?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
If you're having issues with your gutters or drainage around the house, you need to call Hog Trough Gutters. They're locally owned and operated with over 30 years of experience. Seamless gutters made on site, trenching and French drains. Plus, they're fully licensed and insured, and every job comes with a 20-year guarantee. Hog Trough Gutters services all of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Log on to their website, hoggutters.com, to find out more. That's hog, Gutters.com.
It seems like everything is more expensive this year, but at Paschal Air Plumbing and Electric, we're here to help lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit GoPaschal.com today to schedule your service. Paschal Air Plumbing and Electric. Professional people, professional service. See dealer for details with approved credit. Restrictions apply.
I'm Dr. Scotty Bolding, a native Arkansan oral and maxillofacial surgeon. One of my goals is to make Arkansans healthier.
If you have sleep disorder breathing, it's important to treat it properly. The standard treatment's a breathing machine called CPAP. It helps you breathe during the night. However, there are other options thanks to some truly innovative and proven technologies.
Sleep is probably God's gift of medicine that we really don't utilize enough. If you have obstructive sleep apnea, it needs to be treated. So you need to be wearing your CPAP. So if you're not wearing your CPAP, there are some potential surgical solutions that can help you that actually work today. By correcting the jaw deformities that may be causing this obstructive sleep apnea is where we focus.
Dr. Bolding at Precedent Center for Facial and Dental Medicine works carefully with your sleep physician, determines where the underlying obstruction may be, and provides surgical solutions that open the airway, allowing you to breathe better.
Hey, give us a call, 479-755-3000, or log on to our website, precedent.com, PRECIDENT. We'd love to help.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass. Raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You hear that? You hear that?
Back to Save Sports Radio.
Save up to $5,000 on select Buick Envisions at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The Buick Envision showcases inspired design with exclusive features in this 5-passenger SUV. or drive the brand new Buick Envista, a stylish crossover, for as low as $399 per month. These are limited time offers. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith, or online at harryrobinson.com.
Locally owned Lumber One can handle all of your building needs. They've built their business on having great relationships with everybody from contractors and builders to the everyday build-it-yourself. Lumber One has a full-line door shop to handle all of your door, window, and trim needs. And along with lumber, roofing and drywall products, attic wall and floor insulation is available. Lumber One also does blueprint takeoff with access to design services with estimates available. So go where the pros go. Lumber One, located on Industrial Park Road in Van Buren.
We all make plans for the future, but car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call Wade Gilkey or Chris Dooley in Fort Smith.
Picture it. It's a day like any other. You're stuck in traffic on Rogers Avenue during rush hour. You're just ready to get home and relax with your family. And then, just like that, your life can change in an instant. And you're going to need a lawyer to make it right. I'm Phil Votaw with Phil Votaw & Associates. If this happens to you, call me, 479-434-6200, or online at votawlaw.com. I'm Phil Votaw, and you've never met a lawyer like me.
You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3. I can't wait for this game. I cannot wait for this game. I can't wait for this game. I'm ready for this game right now.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
That's awesome. That is awesome. By the way, Cal was on McAfee.
That is awesome.
McAfee had Cal on yesterday.
We've been playing 7 guys for about 3 weeks now.
Jeez. Are the boys going to be all right?
Don't feel bad. No one else feels bad.
In the tournament, don't you need depth? Is that something, or are you okay with your 7, with how the season ended?
Don't tell anybody, but I only need 5.
Cal, man, he's in his element right there with that stuff. All right, we got to get some.
He had a big time yesterday.
Oh yeah, he was great. He was great. He's enjoying it. He's having fun. You know, sometimes you see these coaches; they're all uptight, and Arkansas is not, or wouldn't appear to be that. They do not appear to be that going in. Time for some Bart locks before we get out of here.
It's time for Bart's 100% guaranteed to maybe win locks.
Almost Bart's always. Locks. It's appointment radio.
Bart picks them, you collect.
Almost.
That's just how it works.
Almost always, almost win. Almost always, almost win. Bart, what do you have?
Well, I've got some blocks.
Yeah.
We're going to start with the very first game of the tournament. Louisville, a 2.5-point favorite now against Creighton. This is a I don't trust Creighton game. I don't trust Greg McDermott game. I think Louisville's the better team.
It's so personal.
It's just
isn't he, Chuck?
History.
He just gets so personal with these guys.
It's history. Gosh. It's the history of what they've done in the tournament.
I don't trust you.
Louisville.
I don't trust.
Hey, I have Tennessee in the Final Four, so I mean, you know.
I don't know how to tell you this. I don't trust you.
Louisville 2.5, minus 2.5.
Okay.
We're going with the Cardinals.
I got it. Keep. How many more we got?
Just 3. VCU is a 2.5-point underdog against BYU. Another I don't trust BYU in the NCAA tournament ever game. VCU is good. We're going with VCU.
Do you not like Mormons? I mean, what is it?
No, I just don't trust them.
Okay.
They never perform well.
Why do you love VCU? Why do you love VCU?
Well, I think VCU's pretty good. They played well all year. Had a good run through the A10 conference tournament. That's a traditionally really good mid-major league. And again, I don't trust BYU ever in the NCAA tournament.
You think Ruskin's writing these down? All right, what's the last one?
Two more. Missouri, Drake. Missouri's a 6.5-point favorite. Drake, I'll take the points and take Drake plus 6.5. And finally, this is a popular upset pick. Michigan only a 2.5-point favorite against UC San Diego. But I think Michigan's just a lot better. I think Michigan's probably going to roll, and I'll take the Wolverines. I'll lay the 2.5 and take the Wolverines to cover the spread.
Oh, you gave us a bonus. There's 4 right there.
Yeah.
All right, give us your pick on the Arkansas game tonight.
Razorbacks money line.
Money line, Razorbacks.
Yeah, take the Hogs to win. I mean,
that emotional, or is that the Bart that knows basketball, or the Bart that doesn't know basketball?
That's the Bart that knows basketball and doesn't think Kansas is going to be ready for Jonas Adu, Boogie Fland. I think Arkansas is going to be able, Boogie, DJ Wagner, Nelly Davis, they're going to be able to penetrate, get into the lane, get fouled. Kansas fouls and sends you to the foul line a ton. So take advantage of that and get to the line. Make
Chuck,
free throws.
What is the money line?
What is
the money line?
Plus 170.
Oh, okay.
I mean, as for those that you that don't gamble, that means you pick them to win the game.
Yes.
Chuck, your 30 seconds, your parting thoughts, your final words of wisdom today.
Well, I'm not quite like Matt Zimmerman. I'm ready for the game right now, but I'm ready to get there, ready to watch a little basketball today, ready to watch the Hogs play tonight. And this is a fun day. You like college basketball, and I do. This is a fun day.
Chuck, have a great call tonight.
All right, guys.
For all of us at the Chuck and Bo Show, enjoy day 1 of March Madness and be safe.
We care a lot about supporting Arkansas businesses here on the Chuck and Bo Show, and we both like keeping our rides looking good. Splash Car Wash just became our new neighbors here in Fayetteville. They're a locally owned Arkansas business, and they've been serving the state since